What's up, everybody? Let's go. I might just hop right into it here. We got too much to cover. How do I do? Hold on one second. All right, I'm just going to hop right into it. Welcome to Blunt Politics. I am Boston Brian, the political podcast for normal people by normal people, so we can sift through the bullshit of the mainstream media, MAGA, Donald Trump's bullshit, the GOP, anybody spreading conspiracy theories. What's going on? Thank you for joining me. I know you could be watching your favorite football team and probably are on a different screen, but you're here in some way, shape, or form. You are joining me here, and I thank you very much for it. First of all, let me go to the chat. Thank everybody. First off, the mods, Terpy, Vixen, Roxy. Who else we got in there? Mark, Andrea. We got a shitload of just wonderful mods. I just want to thank you very much for joining me on this wonderful Sunday afternoon. Lots to get to. So much to talk about. Not going to get to it all. First off, little show news. Little show news. We're going to be streaming live tonight the fascist rally at Madison Square Garden that Donald Trump is holding. I am not sure what time. There's about 30 speakers on there. Some of them I don't give a shit to hear. Some I do give a shit to hear. So I'm going to watch it and kind of play it by ear. So I think there's a little bell that you can click. If you subscribe, you can click a little bell, and that will tell you when I go live. It'll give you a little notification. That way you're not missing anything. So I don't, because I don't know exactly what time I'm going to go. Oh, thank you, Just Julie. Let me see here. What's Julie got to say? Julie says, voted all blue Monday in Texas. Let's go. Thank you, Julie. Thank you so much, Julie. Thank you so much for being, a blue dot in a red state, let's say. Although Texas got it, it's got its Austin and a few other places. But thank you very much for your vote. We got 8 days, ladies and gentlemen. 8 days. I think it's 8 days. Correct me if I'm wrong. Please, somebody correct me if I'm wrong. I don't want to get that wrong. 8 days. Yes, very much connections to the fascist rally by Fritz Kuhn and the German American Bund in 1939 at Madison Square Garden. We'll get into all that. Don't worry about it. Hi, Mel. What's going on? Thank you so much for being here and, keeping this chat a lovely environment as you do and kicking people out that need to be kicked out. Diane, thank you so much for being here. Hi, BJ. Hi, Doc Brand, Frank, Big Dog, Holly, Rob, Jupiter Judy. I saw Mom's Russo is going to be 60 tomorrow. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Lisa. Lisa, it's your birthday, right? I don't know. I think that's from The Simpsons. I could be wrong. But happy birthday. Happy 60th. I hope you have a lovely and fantastic day. Another thing. Check this out. Tonight's live will start around 7:30. Yeah, right. I should have mentioned that. It's probably going to be around 7:30. The thing starts at 5 o'clock Eastern, my time. But like I said, there's 30 speakers. I don't care to hear them all. I don't know what order they're going in. I would assume that the lesser known people will speak first, and then they'll kind of go in order of fame, so to speak. But who the fuck knows with the way these people do things? You never know. So like I said, I'll be watching it. I'll play it by ear. Right after this live is over, I'm only going to do the 2 hours because I'm doing it tonight. But right after this live is over, I'll put out another what is it, a stream notification, so I can set up a whole nother live, and you guys can like I said, click the bell, that way when I go live. But it should be a doozy. It should be a doozy. I don't know how many people are going to be there, but I would assume a lot. Like I said, there's 30 speakers, so there's going to be a lot of people going just to see certain speakers. Kind of comparable to Kamala using Beyonce. A lot of people probably went to see Beyonce, but all we need is to get asses in seats so that they can hear the message of Kamala Harris. That way they can know exactly what they're voting for. But who knows what to expect? I don't know. I know there's been people camping out. I know there was people at least 24 hours in advance. The RSBN was reporting, and Jack Posobiec and what's the other asshole's name? It doesn't even matter. But yeah, there's crazy people that can come from all over the country. Again, don't think this is going to be all New Yorkers filling up this fucking arena, okay? Well, however much of the arena they do fill up, but these people are all over the country dying, just like in 1939. Just like in 1939, people were really dying to get in there if you believe the cause, if you believed what the what Fritz Kuhn and his cohorts were spewing at the time. But lots to get to. I don't even know what to start first. Where should we go? Probably to this. Let's see here. Now, one of the first off, hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't. I know a lot of people watch, they don't subscribe. I don't know if you think it's cost you anything, but it doesn't. It's very much free. Hit that button. There is a join button below me if you want to go a step further. You can become a channel member for $1.99 a month, which is far less than, like he keeps saying, a Snicker bar, Reese's, name any candy bar. That's less than that. So I think you get some good value for your money on that one. You can become a Patreon at patreon.com/Boston Brian. There's 3 tiers on there, whichever tier fits your financial situation. There's perks involved. There's Zoom calls involved where we get to sit and chat and shoot the shit, talk things other than politics, and we kind of get to know each other a little better than we can while the stream is going on. What else is there? There's getdemshirts.myshopify.com, where you can get the latest and greatest merch on there, from Mel's great designs, from mental health awareness to single moms that want to rep and just show how proud they are that they're living life and doing it by themselves, even though it's a struggle every single day. We got Ukraine merch on there, which every single dollar above what the shirt costs, any profit goes directly towards United 24, which is Volodymyr Zelensky's fund. What else do we got on there? There's mugs, sweatshirts, hoodies, the whole 9 yards. There's a ton of things on there. It's honestly, I say I would put my merch website, or our merch website, up against any of the bigger websites out there. So check it out. If you like it, buy something. If not, at least you checked it out, and I appreciate you doing so. But let's get right into it. And like I said, it's October. No, excuse me. Yes, October 27th. But what was the October surprise? What did we get one? I don't know if we got one, because if people are calling this the story that Donald Trump was talking about how he needed generals more like Hitler's generals, that's not the October surprise. That's not an October surprise. It's not a surprise at all, because the reporting is old. It's just that we heard General Kelly on tape with his own words speaking at this time. That's what basically made this story different. But it was kind of like the most unsurprising October surprise. You know what I mean? I don't think we really got one, but let me just see here. So, as you know, or have probably heard now, Donald Trump just wanted generals like Hitler's generals. He just wanted the most loyal generals, or the most stupid generals, you could say, because he just wanted yes men. He didn't want people that were going to think on their feet and actually take action and maybe think about the situation and defy orders if they were illegal or murderous, you know what I mean, or war crimes. He wanted people to just blindly follow his orders and not think about what was going on, right? So here we go. We got this where, nope, that ain't it. That is, though. All right, can you see this? Just want to make sure you guys can see this. When a president goes rogue, what can the chairman of the Joint Chiefs do, right? So this is just a story I'm going to tell you on. Basically, it's going to show you the important. Oh, before I do that, check this out. I moved the green screen a little. Check this out. Look how much room I have. I feel like I could shoot a movie. Look at this thing. Anyway. All right. So this is basically going to show you. This is just one story that I remember that really ticked me off. That was really, really dangerous, and goes to show you what can happen if we don't have generals that think on their feet and will react and maybe push back in a situation where they think the orders will get men or innocent people killed, things like that. So this is back in 2020, I believe. Yes, this was written Thursday, September 23rd, 2021, but I believe the incident was in 2020. So let me just read to you. Am I small enough? Should I make myself small so you guys can, how's that? So you can see a little better? That's a little better. Boston Brian now and Panavision. Yeah, right. What was that? It was like Charlie in the Chocolate Factory, right? All I need to do is like start spinning and shit. All right, here we go. We're going to get into it. So on November 11th, 2020, Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, Mark Milley, contemplated an unexpected piece of paper that came across his desk entitled, quote, Memorandum for Acting Secretary of Defense, Withdrawal from Somalia and Afghanistan, end quote. So that's what the memo said. General Mark Milley, just as so we can picture it. So we're sitting here. So we envision. Mark Milley, Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, 4-star general, gets handed a fucking piece of paper that says Memorandum for Acting Secretary of Defense, Withdrawal from Somalia and Afghanistan. He's like, what the fuck? Hello? The memo directed Chris Miller, the newly installed acting defense secretary, to withdraw all U.S. troops from Somalia no later than December 31st and from Afghanistan no later than January 15th, 2021. Let's see here. January 15th, 2021. Okay. Significant date. Just keep that in mind. You know what I mean? Just because we know when Donald Trump left office, when he was trying to hand a terrible situation over to Joe Biden, is basically what's going on here. The memo was signed by then President Donald Trump after Mark Milley confirmed that neither Secretary Miller nor his chief of staff, Kash Patel, knew anything about the memo. So, all right, stop for a second here. Stop for a second. I made myself bigger. How do I make myself bigger? I'm going to do this. 4-star General Mark Milley, Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, right, gets handed a piece of paper that basically just tells him to withdraw all U.S. troops from Afghanistan and all U.S. troops from Somalia. And I'm pretty sure when I first read this story, it said Iraq as well. I don't know what that was about, but it doesn't say it in this story, so I'm going to go with what this story says, right? So, do you have any idea how ridiculous it is to just get handed a piece of paper to say withdraw all U.S. troops from two different nations, right? With no military intelligence, with no prior military planning, nothing, right? And not only that, but friggin' neither Secretary Miller nor his chief of staff, Kash Patel, knew anything about the memo, right? So no, the people that should know about this, definitely because of the size and scale of what they're trying to attempt, or what the memo tells General Mark Milley to attempt. You would think the most important people in Donald Trump's orbit would know about this, right? It just would make sense to know about something like that, especially, the Secretary and Chief of Staff, Kash Patel. So 3 men traveled to the White House to confront National Security Advisor Robert O'Brien. He also had no idea where the memo originated. So National Security Advisor Robert O'Brien at the time had no clue how, where, why, when that memo originated. Think about how fucking crazy that is. Are you guys following so far? Is anybody? Are we following how nuts this is? Right. Hi. Good morning, guys. How's everybody doing? Hi, Synth. Hi, Judy. Hi, Cosmic Rose. Hi, Alyosha. What's up, Lacey? Melissa. Lady K. What's up? Phyllis. How are you? Who else? Big Dog. Let's go. What'd you say if you live in New York City? Hold on. I'll put it up. Big Dog, Christ, that's not the one. It's so fast. Hey, Brian, good morning. Hope all is well. Hope all is happy and healthy. Thank you, Denise. Appreciate it. Right back at you. Thank you so much. Here it is. If you live in New York City, go protest MSG. Be careful. Let's not do anything to provoke. But if you want to go down and have a nice peaceful protest, as Eric Adams says, that people have the right, and obviously we have the right to go down and say our piece and say how we feel about what's going on there, because Eric Adams seems to be very okay with it. I mean, I understand free speech, but you can still give your opinion on what you think is happening, right? You can still say yes. Because of the laws and rights in this country, he absolutely has the right to use this facility. I don't agree with it. I don't want it to be here, but that's not my position, and I have no say in what goes on there. So you can still come out against, right? You don't have to just say, well, it's fucking free speech. You can just, anybody can speak. Doesn't matter who the fuck it is, right? Doesn't send the right message. Somebody, hold on. Oh, thank you. Sorry, big dog. Keep keeping your message on there. Right. All right. So we go back to it. Where were we? All right. So they went to the White House to try to figure out what the fuck was going on, right? They confronted National Security Advisor Robert O'Brien. He also had no idea where the memo originated. In a remarkable scene recounted in a new book, Peril, co-authored by Bob Woodward and Robert Coster of the Washington Post, Milley struggled to grasp how an order of such profound strategic consequence could fly under the radar of the entire national security system. How? Do you guys understand what it takes or what it would take? We know what it took to get all of our troops and how long people stalled because they knew what a shit show it would be. How many presidents were like, yeah, I'll do that. Not a chance on my watch. Like that type of shit. We knew what happened in Afghanistan. So now let's try to do it in Somalia at the same exact time. Like, do you want, especially with no prior planning, like it says here, with nobody on the team knowing about this fucking situation? It's just unbelievable to me when I heard this story. It was fucking crazy. But I'm just trying to get into like, what if generals, and you'll listen here to what Mark Milley did and what happened to this memo, and it's like, what would have happened if it was a civic, just like a sick, twisted, like Trump loving, just like what's a guy's name, Mike Flynn, right? And his brother, who knows? His brother leads fucking half half the military anyway, for Christ's sakes. But who knows? Just what would happen if there was a general in there that just obeyed Donald Trump no matter what the fuck it was. So here we go. So we're now the White House. General Mark Milley said he's just, it's unbelievable to him how this could fly under the radar. And then we got, quote, what do you mean you have no idea? You're the national security advisor to the president, end quote. Milley responded to O'Brien as recounted in Peril. And the Secretary of Defense didn't know about this. And the chief of staff to the Secretary of Defense didn't know about this. The chairman didn't know. How the hell does this happen? The book details General Milley's growing alarm and attempts to erect safeguards against an increasingly erratic and unpredictable president and his enablers in the aftermath of the 2020 election. Even before the election, Milley had received intelligence that China's leadership were alarmed by the erratic actions of a president who publicly blamed Beijing for a global pandemic and by increased U.S. military activity in the South China Sea. After urging previous Defense Secretary Mark Esper, Milley had instigated the first two, quote, secret phone calls to Chinese General Li Zucheng on October 30th, 2020, reassuring his counterpart that the United States was 100% steady. That was that huge story that Mark Milley said, basically, if you get any orders to fire upon any of these people, like if you get any crazy orders, did it have specifically to do with nuclear launches? I'm not 100% sure. But basically said it has to go through me, right? I don't give a fuck who gave the order. I don't care who says it. I don't care what you read, what somebody tells you. It goes through me first, okay? And then he basically had to reassure, like he said, this Chinese general that we're 100% steady. You don't have to worry about us. This is when Donald Trump was in office, obviously. They thought he was a fucking madman and they were scared of his rhetoric. They didn't know what the fuck he was going to do. And honestly, that's what Donald Trump plays off now. This is the situation that we're looking at. Donald Trump plays off this exact thing because the Chinese generals don't know what the fuck this guy's going to do, right? So they're like, wait, back it down, right? Back it down a little bit. You get your military's looking fucking pretty active over here, and your president's saying shit that's fucking off the wall. So can we chill over there? That's not a quote. from the Chinese general, let me just say. But, Milley says they're 100% steady. General Lee, you and I have known each other for 5 years. Milley said, according to the book, if we're going to attack, I'm going to call you ahead of time. It's not going to be a surprise, which obviously was a huge controversy at the time. Early excerpts from Peril have led to a number of Republican lawmakers and other critics to call on Milley to resign or be fired for violating the sacrosanct principle of civilian control of the military. Senator Marco Rubio of Florida even called his actions treasonous, but 5 former 4-star flag officer contacted. Five former 4-star flag officers contacted for us for this article argued that by reaching out to the Chinese in a time of heightened tensions, Milley was acting in full accordance with the playbook for military-to-military engagements. Quote, during a time of heightened geopolitical apprehension, there is a greater risk of miscalculation, so General Milley called his Chinese counterpart to say, quote, don't misunderstand what you're seeing, and stressing that this is not a prelude to war. Is exactly what you'd expect him to do. We'd establish and secure communications link for military to military dialogue with the Chinese. For that express purpose, said former 4-star flag officer speaking on the background, to be candid. Quote, frankly, the comment attributed to Milley that I'll call you in one of your attack doesn't sound like him, but if he said it, I assure you it wasn't a promise to leak any secret plan to attack China. Let's see here. I just want to go to where it says Milley's actions about the note. I think it's right. When clear, National Defense Committee remind the procedure dictated involving the execution of the White House elected military strikes. What clearly emerged in that. All right, so I think it's this one. Quote, when General Mark Milley learned that the president had ordered the withdrawal of U.S. forces from Afghanistan in a matter of weeks without the chairman of the Joint Chiefs or Secretary of Defense even knowing about it, let alone get a chance to provide their best military advice, at a point he had to worry that something had gone badly wrong with the National Command Authority. Retired Army General Shirelli, former Vice Chief of Staff of the U.S. Army, said in an interview with Yahoo News, quote, this was an unmistakable indicator that the government's decision-making process had broken down and Milley had a major problem on his hands. So how many high-ranking 4-star flag officers do we need to hear from that say the system broke down, right? The decision-making process in the government just completely broke down. If these people don't know about such a grandiose order, then something is fucking vastly wrong, right? Something has clearly been broken. Civil-military relations under President Trump had grown increasingly tense, at least since the resignation in late 2018 of then Defense Secretary Jim Mattis, a retired 4-star Marine general who opposed Trump's impulsive decision to withdraw all U.S. forces from Syria and abandon Kurdish allies in the fight against the Islamic State, in order that Trump later rescinded. Of course, that's when we left the Kurds. Again, another terrible situation. Military leaders also jiffed at Trump's efforts to politicize the most purposely apolitical institution in the U.S. government, including treating appearances with the troops like political rallies where he excoriated political opponents and signed, quote, Make America Great Again hats. A turning point in the downward trajectory came in 2020 during a White House meeting, including General Milley and then Defense Secretary Esper, after a crowd of demonstrators was violently, that's when he goes to Lafayette Park with them. I just want to go back to where they talk about the note that he got. Well, they just quit talking about it. Most recollection, no, I truly believe for a long time. No matter what you were told to do the process. This is what he said. Oh, yeah, this is the quote that General Mark Milley. No matter what you were told, you do the procedure, you do the process, and I am part of the process. That's what he's talking about there. Like, you better go through me. Let's see here. But basically what happens is all these people go to the White House. They confront each other. Nobody knows what the hell is going on. They tell General Mark Milley to sit down, wait for a second while they go talk to Donald Trump. I think 2 people go to Donald Trump. It was Kash Patel, and I want to say his, Miller, the acting National Defense Secretary of Defense there. So they go to Donald Trump. Mark Milley sits there for about 15, 20 minutes, doesn't know what the fuck's going on. They come back, right, and they say the order's rescinded. Just like that. just like that. In order to withdraw troops from Syria and Afghanistan, right? At the same time, by December 31st, it was just rescinded like that. After, like you just heard, the Syria one. Oh, that's what they were talking about when they said the order was rescinded from Syria. I think that's what they were talking about. But still, to put out an order like that where nobody talks to the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, right? Nobody talks to the Secretary of Defense. Nobody talks to the the chiefs of staff of anybody. Nobody knows about this plan. And then somebody confronts you on it, right away. And then in 15 minutes, the thing's rescinded. They say, "Oh, fuck it, never mind. I was joking. I was joking." I mean, the level of insanity that we're talking about when Donald Trump gets into, or if, like I said, when Donald Trump was in office, or God forbid he does get in office, which he's not going to, because all of you fine ladies and gentlemen are going to get your asses out and vote. If you haven't yet, please do. Actually, put that in the chat. That's good. I want to keep that rolling. Anybody that's voted, throw it in the chat. Let's see some blue votes here. I want to be doing this with some blue votes. I want to just be counting blue votes like it's going out of style. You know what I mean? Make it rain with blue votes, please. Yeah, yeah, right. What's up, Jerome? How are you? What's going on? What's up, Michael? JD, how are you? William, Independent? Hank, what's happening? Andy? So yeah, I just wanted to show you guys that because I want you to know when Donald Trump says, or when Mark Kelly says Donald Trump said something, believe him, because it is in his background. Like, we know that he kept a book of Hitler speeches by his bedside table. The rhetoric he's been spewing when he says vermin, calling people rats, animals, saying they're disease ridden, talking about poisoning the blood of our country. There's multiple quotes that you can look at that came not only straight from Hitler, but right from Mein Kampf, for fuck's sake. You know what I mean? So it's unimaginable that people don't see the connection there. And again, we've seen a lot of people go, "Oh, they call him Hitler." We're not calling him Hitler. He's fucking far too stupid, right, to be Hitler. I don't think he wants to go out there and kill a whole fucking shit ton of people. I think his actions and his authoritarian fucking personality and his fucking narcissism and his dementia is going to get people killed. I don't think he wants it. I think, but that's what's going to happen when you try to round up, everybody that has a Mexican sounding last name or looks brown or has a tattoo that you can see when they're wearing the shirt, right? Things are going to happen. People are not going to just go quietly into the night and say, "Okay, here you go, you got me." You know what I mean? So that's going to also put people in danger. You got people American citizens that may get rounded up because they don't have the correct documents on them at the time, weren't allowed to go back in. No family around, nobody to corroborate their story, nobody to, you know what I mean, that type of thing. So it's happened before with Eisenhower. I've talked about it on this Operation Wetback. We've talked about it on the show a million times. That's what Donald Trump wants to do. He even invokes Eisenhower's name and talks about the exact policies that brought you Operation Wetback, which, again, as I said, is just right off the bat, the name of it is a derogatory statement towards immigrants. So that it's crazy to think that was the name of it given to by the American government at the time. It just goes to show you what the mindset of the people were at the time. And that's exactly the time frame that these MAGA assholes would like to bring us back to, right? Women in the kitchen with the apron, not having a job, just waiting for the husband to get home, taking care of the kids, basically having like a life like this, like what do they call it? A trad wife? Is that what they call it? Oh, what's going on, Kyle? What's happening? Ballot mailed and accepted. Let's go, brother. Let's go. Thank you, dude. Thank you, Kyle. Appreciate you, brother. Every vote counts. Every single vote counts. I seen a lot in there too. Oh, what's up, Hal? What's up, dude? How you doing, dude? Oh, like I don't know if you're still here. I don't know how old that message is. I don't know how far behind the chat is, but I sent you a message. I'm gonna be going live later, probably like 7:30. So 4:30 your time, depending on where you are. If you want to hop on at some point, I could send you a link, but I'm gonna stream the Madison Square Garden craziness. I think it's going to be an important moment in history, whether we think it right now or not, whether we want it to be or not. I think it's going to be looked back upon exactly how Fritz Kuhn, the American German Bund, and the Madison Square Garden rally in 1939 was looked at. I don't think it's going to be any different. I think it's going to be decked out in American flags. I don't think it's going to be as obvious and overt with the the connections to Germany, let's say, but don't rule it out. Remember when the CPAC had the Odal rune as the stage? Remember the shape of the Odal rune and at CPAC? Yeah. So don't put it by him. But hi, Hal, appreciate you, dude. Thank you for joining us. Let's see here. And anybody that doesn't know, I don't know why you wouldn't, but that's Hal Sparks. He's on all the time. He's got shows in the morning, in the evening, on Saturday morning. He does a radio show that you can also check out on YouTube. So make sure you check out Hal's show. I believe, what is it? I don't want to give the wrong times because it's my time. I know it's 6 o'clock your evening and 12 o'clock is your morning show. And I believe on Thursdays, the evening show is 7, an hour later. Correct me in the chat if I'm wrong, but check him out. He's fantastically funny. He makes this very much enjoyable to consume. And that's basically what I hope to not mimic. That sounds like I'm copying, but I would like to join the crew of YouTubers that contribute to democracy and people getting involved in politics that may have not been involved before, because it's a little bit easier to consume. You can watch somebody we can laugh at Donald Trump. We can laugh at Matt Gaetz's forehead. We can also consume what they say. We can call it out. We can show you the articles. We can show you the facts, that type of shit. So, yeah, right, exactly. I mean, hi, Tracy. Hi, Bonnie. How are you? Hi, Celery. Hi, Janelle. Hi, Scotty. What's up, Cosmic Rose? Hi, Sherry. Wait, what's this say? Hi, what's up, Brian? My name is, I'm in the Lakes region, New Hampshire, but I used to live in which city, Massachusetts? So Salem. Salem is probably off the chain right now. Actually, somebody was in the chat, or somebody left me a message. Was it on Twitter? I forget if it was on Twitter, like early October, saying that they were from Salem. And I said, oh, man, I bet you can't wait till the craziness starts, because people flock to Salem during Halloween time. I didn't know they went that early, though. And he said it had already started. And I was like, what? I was like, it's like literally the 1st or 2nd of October. I was like, these people are nuts. I've been up there once or twice for Halloween, and it's something you definitely have to check out once in your life. At least it's pretty wild up there, but it's a good place. But thank you for joining us. I do appreciate it. I don't know what I want to get into next. I really don't. I'm not going to lie. Like, I don't know if I want to get right into that ridiculous interview the guy gave. Let's check this out too. Here's another thing that we should be looking at. Right here. Share this. Can you see it? Where am I? I'm going to do this. And then I'm going to do this. And then I'm going to scroll up so you can see it. What is it? The ads are ridiculous on these things nowadays. Here we go. Read it aloud, chat. Nice and loud for yourselves. Elon Musk has been in regular contact with Putin for 2 years, says report. I'm going to let that one sink in. Now, why would a man that spent, $40 billion to buy a platform just so he could be the fucking most liked tweeter of all time every single day, by bots, and somehow with computer systems, he makes that happen. I guarantee it. The man that didn't want to get involved in politics and said, you know what, shouldn't choose sides. The man that said that Donald Trump was too old to be president for another 4 years. He couldn't do it. He'd be too old. All of a sudden is dark fucking MAGA now, right? So the transformation is pretty abrupt. Like, it's right in fucking front of your face, right? He's literally campaigning. He's giving people $1 million to sign up for his stupid fucking PAC, which the DOJ has already sent him a letter to say, listen, motherfucker. Again, when I read the article, it said that the letter said that he might be breaking federal laws. How do they not know if he is or isn't? And why would they send a letter if they didn't know already? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's up, OG Adam? What's up, brother? Appreciate you, dude. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck is this might bullshit? He either is or he isn't breaking the fucking law. Is he literally throwing money at people to get them involved in politics? Which I believe, I mean, that's not exactly how the law is written, but obviously it's illegal to do. You can't lure people in to to sign up to shit and pay them to do. It's just not, you know what I mean? So I don't understand why they said might. I didn't actually read the DOJ letter, but maybe it didn't say might, maybe it said it did, but who knows? We'll see what it says in here real quick. So alleged talks between billionaire and Russian president could have enormous security implications. No shit. Hey, you think? You think? You know, the guy that the government gives a shit ton of money to has all the access in the world because he has fucking what's it called? The Starlink bullshit. All right, Elon Musk, the world's richest man, who is now central to Donald Trump's election campaign, has been in regular contact with Vladimir Putin for the past 2 years, according to a report in the U.S. The Wall Street Journal, citing several in-post and former U.S. and European Russian officials, reported that the conversations between the two men range from the personal to the geopolitical and included a request from the Russian leader not to activate his Starlink satellite internet service over Taiwan as a favor for the Chinese leader and Putin ally Xi Jinping. All right, so just oh man, like if that doesn't make your fucking blood boil, I don't know what will. The man that gets everything from the United States government, right? Everything. The reason he's the world's richest man is the U.S. government and the subsidies that I mean, it's fucking ridiculous, right? So, and he's got security levels. He's got the fact that he's on the phone with Vladimir Putin as we're spending billions and sending billions to Ukraine to help the Ukrainian people against the Russians. And he's just talking to the fucking leader of Russia. Like, hey, what's going on? What? Oh yeah, shooting the shit. Hey, by the way, can you do me a favor and can you help out the other fucking guy that we hate, our other enemy? Yeah, I know he's your other enemy. I know I'm asking you to help both enemies, me and China, but can you do me a huge favor? I think Xi would fucking love it. Now, oh boy, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on here. Come on. The Wall Street Journal. Oh, that's what I said. So the implications of secret channel of communications between Musk and Putin are enormous for the Western security. The Tesla tycoon is a key player in the U.S. space program and has a high-level security clearance. His company SpaceX launches U.S. national security satellites. His Starlink satellite communication system is critical to the war in Ukraine, and he runs one of the world's biggest and most influential social media platforms, Twitter, which has provided a vehicle for Russian disinformation campaigns. Again, add it up. Buying Twitter, from money from the Saudis, fucking talking to Putin. All of a sudden now he's Doc MAGA. All of a sudden now he's letting more and more Russian bots and disinformation onto the platform. More and more you're seeing just right-wing bullshit. The most fucking disgusting of people that would never be allowed to say what they're saying on Twitter before are now being elevated, and their tweets are now being somehow fucking artificially fucking boosted, right? That's all you see. You got to shift. If you go on Twitter, if you know, you know. You got to sift through about 45 fucking right-wing tweets before you get to somebody that is even remotely close to what the fuck you're thinking, unless you're just typing in the person directly. It's crazy. You know what I mean? Furthermore, if Trump is elected on November 5th, which he's fucking not gonna be, Musk could play an important part in the new U.S. administration. He has poured his own money into the campaign and has made multiple personal appearances at rallies. Trump has suggested Musk could head a government commission on efficiency if he wins. Quote, this is a story about oligarch capture of the U.S., quote, said Fiona Hill, who was the senior director of European and Russian affairs in the Trump White House. She compared the situation in the U.S. now to the heyday of oligarchs in Russia after the fall of the Soviet Union. That's pretty heavy. If people like Musk get Trump reelected, they'll expect all kinds of regulatory gifts in their favor, said Hill, who is a senior fellow at the Brookings Institution, the chancellor of Durham University, and defense advisor to the UK government. She added, quote, he is in a position to command government contracts, potentially with a government position, and there are loads of militaries around the world dependent on his systems, not least Ukraine. End quote. Earlier this month, the journalist Bob Woodward reported his new book that Trump himself had many separate private phone calls with Putin since leaving office. Trump has said he will not comment on the reporting, but that if he had spoken with Putin, it would have been a smart thing. I don't know if I showed that on here, but I did. I think I put that in one of my Midas Touch videos. Check me out on Midas Touch, actually. You can go to playlist, check out Boston Brian. You'll see all my videos there. It'd be fantastic if you guys could check them out. Midas Touch is a fucking wonderful, a wonderful establishment. And the rate that they're growing at is just incredible. So, yeah, check me out there. But this is so blatant, right? Like, this is so overt, and just it's gotten to the point where they think, like, he's gotten to the point money wise where he thinks he can do whatever the fuck he wants, and he may be not. He may be right. He may fucking be right. I mean, what is treason? Like, at what point, what is treason? Is talking to the enemy, is talking to the leader of a country that is killing, actively killing soldiers in a country that we are sending aid to in the form of food, ammunition, fucking, artillery, fucking drones, the whole shebang, millions and billions of dollars, right? And you're chatting with the guy that is destroying our Abrams tanks and killing the allied soldiers from all over the world that have gone to Ukraine on their own to help the Ukrainian people. That's who you're talking to and just chatting with about geopolitics, and personal shit. Go fuck yourself, you piece of shit. Go fuck yourself. And this guy, like I said, with the SpaceX and the security clearances, I think you guys need to fucking understand what a risk this is and why he's all of a sudden now Mr. fucking Donald Trump ass kisser. Let's put the fucking dots together here. Let's connect some dots. It's right in your fucking face at this point. It really is. Let's see. Where do we leave off? The Wall Street Journal, right here, just in case you guys are watching along. Can you guys see this? Fuck, am I making myself too big again? Here we go. Go this one. There we go. You guys with me? Is everybody with me? How's everybody doing? Appreciate you being here. Hit the like button if you just joined us. I'm Boston Brian. This is Blunt Politics. Earlier, we were talking about what would happen if Donald Trump really got into office and actually had generals that just blindly followed his orders no matter what. And now we're talking about Elon Musk and his connection to Vladimir Putin, and now his relationship with Donald Trump and going around campaigning with it, and the consequences that we could be seeing, God forbid, which won't happen, but I have to talk about because it's still a possibility if Donald Trump gets in office, right? Like I said, we're actively sending ammunition, weapons of war to Ukraine to stop the Russians. And this asshole, this fucking geeked out prick, is on the phone with Vladimir Putin shooting the fucking shit. Hey, Carl. What's up, Phoenix? What's up, Jay Breezy? John, what's happening to you? What's going on? Salty Sylvester. What's going on, guys? Appreciate you being here. Bruce in the house. Let's go. All right, where was I? Sorry. Distracted. My bad. All right, the Wall Street Journal report said the extent of Musk's contacts with Putin was a closely held secret, and even some officials in the Biden White House had been unaware of them. Oh, that's great. That's fucking great. Musk had not commented on the report Friday afternoon. The Kremlin spokesperson Dmitry Peskov claimed that the only communication the Kremlin had with Musk was over a single telephone call in which he and Putin discussed space as well as current and future technologies, end quote. Bullshit. So we already know we're catching him in the line because we know it was multiple phone calls, right? So when they come over and say it was a single phone call, when we already know it's basically the situation where Mike Flynn in the FBI was interviewing Mike Flynn about his contacts with the Russian government before Donald Trump took office and telling them not to fucking act upon the sanctions that Obama had placed upon them. Remember that? When they had the phone call, they knew what he said, but they interviewed him and obviously didn't tell Mike Flynn that he knew what he said. That they knew what he said, and he denied the whole thing, even though in the FBI report, the FBI agent said he must have known that we knew what he said by the questions that we were asking him, right? So they were basically asking him questions verbatim off the printout of what he said on the call. And he still just flat out denied it the whole time. So that's a story you could check out too. But this is, you know what I mean? So it's pretty much like that, because they come out and they say it was only one phone call. We already know it was multiple. Then it's already bullshit. So therefore, it's something nefarious. Why cover it up if it wasn't anything nefarious? So you didn't talk about anything that you shouldn't have been talking about, right? No reason to cover it up. If it was a perfect call, was it a perfect call? All right. Musk had not. I already said that. Peskov insisted that neither Putin nor the Kremlin officials were holding regular conversations with Musk. Lies. However, the Journal report said that the conversations with top Russian officials ran from 2022 into this year and included Sergei Kiriyenko, Putin's first deputy chief of staff. Kiriyenko was accused by the U.S. Justice Department last month of creating 30 internet domains, some on X, to spread Russian disinformation intended to erode support for Ukraine and influence the U.S. presidential election. Can we just soak that in for a sec? Can we just soak that in for a sec? Let me make sure you can see it. Yep. All right. I'm even gonna. I wonder if I can zoom in on that. Let me see. I don't want to fuck it up. Nope, that's not the one I was going to. This is. Can I zoom? Zoom, and a boom, boom. Don't wake you up. All I want to do is zoom, and a boom. All right, here we go. Let's read it again, all together now. However, the Journal report said that the conversations with top Russian officials from 2022 into this year included Sergei Kiriyenko, Putin's first deputy chief of staff. Kiriyenko was accused by the U.S. Justice Department last month of creating 30 internet domains, some on X, to spread Russian disinformation intended to erode support for Ukraine and influence the U.S. presidential election. And Elon Musk is talking to this motherfucker. Is it a coinky dink now? Are we putting these dots together, people? And if you think this is the only guy, right? If you think, well, it's only 30 internet domains, right? No. Dikembe Mutombo. Oh, no. I think I got something for you. Actually, hold on. I think I got something for you if that's what you think. Man, I got to get these in a place where I can get to them quick.
Wrong.
Do you think that? Because
wrong.
Very, very
wrong.
All right. It's impossible. That's just not the case. Just like we saw in, I don't know if you watched, it's just what's an easy way to communicate this. It's just how easily the Russians infiltrated the 2016, right? Like when you watch how they were just putting out bullshit and getting hundreds and thousands of likes and fucking views. And they were like, well, okay, we'll run with this. We'll just keep doing this. We'll just put out the fucking wildest shit we could possibly say. Somebody's a man when she's not, the woman, like the wildest shit. And some of it would stick on because Alex Jones and people like him and, people on the Infowars.com, people like that. And you can take the dick pills anyways. And we know what the fuck's going on. We know that these child-eating baby killers are eating frog dicks, right? These fucking frog dicks, they think of making them healthy, making their skin nice, and then they go to lizard tails. Anyway, but can I just go to you, Chad? What do you guys think about this? Am I the only one that thinks this is like incredibly fucked up, obvious, and something should happen here? Or, am I floating on the fucking cloud nine by myself over here? Turning the frogs gay, Adam. There he is. Or they're turning the frogs gay. I can't even say that. Who can say that with a fucking straight face? Who could fucking say that with a straight face? Honest to God. But I don't know. I thought this was huge. I really did. It's incredible to me that in October 22, Musk tweeted Ukraine-Russia peace plan that largely reflected Moscow positions. 2022. What'd they say? Conversations went from 2022, right? What'd they just say right here? Yep. Officials ran from 2022. And then all of a sudden he's tweeting shit on Twitter that, very much is reflected upon with the Moscow policies. You know what I mean? Just talking about peace plans and, okay, just give us this land and give us everything that we're taking right now. And we'll stop killing your soldiers and we'll live like North Korea and South Korea. You know what I mean? We'll just have this line here of everybody that hates you on this side and everybody trying to get back. It's a whole fucking mess. Like that won't blow up at some point again. You know what I mean? It'd be like the, It'd be like the signing of the World War II World War I document that just led to World War II. Ian Bremer, a political scientist who runs a U.S. consulting firm, Eurasia Group, said Musk had told him that he had spoken directly with Putin and Kremlin officials about Ukraine. Musk denied Bremer's claim, but Hill, who attended the same elite conference in Aspen, Colorado, as Musk a month before, said it was true. She said, "Here we are right here, just so you guys can see where I'm at. He did tell Ian Bremmer that he was talking to Putin, and he told many other people that he was. He was just basically channeling the kind of things that Putin had told him." I hope you appreciate this article before you move on. Oh, that's it. What the fuck? Where did that come from? They just tossed that in there. It has never been clear that media should about democracy, heat of the tumultuous race. No. Yet from Elon Musk to the Murdochs, a small number of billionaire owners hold the powerful information and reach. So what is this? The Guardian? Oh, that's just okay. But yeah, that's you get the gist of it, right? So that's just what we're talking about. Again, I don't know if what is treason. Hello, anybody? Like, what is treasonous activity in 2024? What constitutes treason? Would communicating with the enemy, giving favors to the enemy, constitute treason? Right? I don't understand why he gets away with it. I don't understand. And I know it takes time to build like a case if that's what they're doing. I understand that, but I don't know. I don't know in this situation. It just makes me very upset uh, that I am like powerless and can't do anything about it because this is fucked up to me. It just incredibly fucked up that he's sitting here talking to Putin about what's going on in Ukraine and his plans and shooting the shit while he's fucking while Putin, with the other hand, is giving launch orders to kill hundreds of Ukrainian civilians because they live in a random fucking building that has no, military, no strategic purpose whatsoever. You know what I mean? It's fucking ridiculous. So, woosah, woosah, back of the ears, woosah, bad boys. Bad boys. What you gonna do? All right, what should we do next? What should we do next? And honestly, I would talk about this if you're on social media. Fucking talk about it out there. Talk about it out there. Say, listen, let people know this is what's going on. He's talking to the enemy. He's doing favors for the enemy. I don't care how small the favors were. I don't care if it's just turning off satellites or repositioning fucking satellites or whatever he did. He can stick those satellites right up his fucking keister, right? Because I don't think that's shit that should be happening. But that's just me. I feel like that should be in some way, shape, or form viewed at as treasonous, treacherous, illegal actions because it's leading or, you're assisting somebody that's leading to the death of an ally of the United States. Period. Point fucking blank. Period. Point fucking blank. That's just it. All right. Anyways, welcome to Blunt Politics. I'm Boston Brian. If you just joined us, make sure you hit the like button. Subscribe. It's free. It's fucking free. It's just free. It's it. You press a button. That's it. But if you want to go a step further, there is a join button. $1.99 a month. You become a channel member. It's good. Perks. You get a little thing next to your name. We get some emojis flying in there. It's just a huge help to this channel that we are continuing to grow, and I do appreciate for that. Anybody that's from the Midas Touch community hopping over here because you saw my videos or whatever it may be, I do appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. Let's see here. Let's talk to the people. Let's see here. Leon needs to be deported and citizenship stripped away. All government contracts canceled. Let's see here. I guess it would constitute all of that, right, Beth? I mean, it sounds harsh, but if we're talking about serious actions of treason, that's exactly what it would constitute. But I don't know if he would be deported. I think he would still be detained in the United States, right? Crime happened in the United States. I think, the judicial system that he would have to go through is in the United States. So I think he would be in the United States. I don't think they would deport him. I could be wrong on that, but the rest of them, I think, are very much obvious. I think they're obvious, right? What do you guys think? I'll take another one. America, us is ready to move forward. Thank you, Hank. I know we ain't going back. That's for damn sure. Let's see here. You guys think fucker Carlson is going to say more crazy shit tonight? Absolutely. Abso-fucking-lutely. And that's why I'll kind of be watching. I don't know how they're going to set it up. I know I've seen a list of speakers, but I don't know if that's like the order that they're going to speak in or what. So like I said, probably I'm thinking 7:30, but if I go on before that, like I said, if you hit the bell, there's a bell, like a notification bell that you can hit somewhere down below me, and that will give you a notification on your phone or whatever you may be on that lets you know that I'm going live. So that way you don't miss any of the action. And we'll see what we get tonight. I mean, it's going to be something. It's going to be something. What do we got? It's 2:00 here, so I got an hour. Failure is not an option. Treason must be punished. Yes, by all accounts and by all by the deepest lengths of the law. You know what I mean? I want every letter of the law to be followed for these people, just like they would for anybody else that goes through the system. So yes. Let's see. Trump is imploding in real time, Hank says. Let's see. Julian, that fucker's job. Yeah, that's his. Yeah, that is his job, right? Let's see. Salty Sylvester. They're going full Nazi tonight. Listen. The comparisons here. Check this out. The comparisons. And fucking again, Mel knocked it out of the park with these. Let me see if I got it here. Background overlays. Right. Where the fuck did it go? Oh, here it is. Check this out, right? Let me get rid of the comment. I mean, tell me I don't see really how that doesn't fit in, right? I think you could, if you throw color on those other pictures, I don't see how it would be any different. And listen, I know people, like I said, are trying to attribute the fact that we know and talk about how Hitler, Donald Trump, can I keep calling him Hitler? Fucking Freudian, Jesus Christ. But Donald Trump seems to have this, affection towards Hitler and loves what the generals did for him and all this bullshit, right? So we're not saying that everybody is. We're just saying that the people that are racist, the people that are Nazis, all of them love Donald Trump, right? Anybody that's political, racist, and a Nazi, if you're involved, you're voting for Donald Trump. You sure as fuck ain't voting for Kamala Harris, right? I can tell you that. So you might not be a racist, and you may not be a Nazi, but guess what? The Nazis sure fucking seem to love you and your fucking politics and your side. That's when you know you still have a problem. If you're on the side of the Nazis and the racists, you got a fucking problem. Even if you're neither one of those two. You need a thinker. You need to get a thinker. And I know you can't see me. Let me take this off. Hold on. But I was flowing. So I didn't want to stop. All right. Should we hop right into it? I think we should. Christ, I think we should. All right. Let's get to it. Now again, I don't know. Should I show you the tweet? I don't know if I should show you the tweet before or after. All right. Bear with me as I pull this up. And we'll watch, I don't know, maybe we'll just watch a little bit of it because I want to talk about, what else did I say? Oh, the Kamala Harris's huge rally in Houston was fantastic. We'll talk about the Israel and Iran situation a little bit if we can. I'll just kind of get you up to snuff on that. I want to show you my tweet about the Rogan, and there's a Harris fuck. Maybe we'll do the Harris. Let's do that first. Let's do that. How do I find that? Did I email myself that? That's a good question. Let's see here. I think I emailed it to myself. So let me do this. And while everybody's waiting, if you could like and smash that like button, that would be fantastic. I do appreciate it. And like I keep saying, subscribing is free. You could always subscribe and like, watch for a little bit. If you love it, keep it on there. If you don't love it, you can always take back the thumbs up. So just bang it when you get in. Right? If you have a different opinion when you leave, take it back. There's always a thumbs down. That helps too. Throw a comment in the chat. Leave a comment on the video when it's done. You guys know that. We're also on Facebook too. We're on Facebook now. So if you're on Facebook, follow Blunt Politics. It's the one with my face on it. That's the only one. Just if you see my face, that's me. All right, let me see if I can go to my mail. Mail time? Sorry. Mail's here. Cabs are here. Let's see here. Here it is. Let's see here. I knew I did it somewhere. This is about, so again, going with the Donald Trump, loving Hitler, fascist, Nazi talk, that type of shit. Remember how, Donald Trump speaks and calls us they call us enemies of the people. They call us, what's he say? He calls us communists, Marxists, radical, fascists. Fuck how many ists you could possibly put in there, but that's what he calls us. But let's see if I'm going to go to here. I'm going to present to you, my friends. I present, and you're watching Blunt Politics. I'm Boston Brian. Thank you for joining us. Hit the like button. We're going to hop right into Harris Faulkner and Sean Duffy with the most pathetic and fucking hypocritical and ironic conversation in the most ridiculous 2 minutes and 2 minutes and something seconds on Fox News. So let me get into this. All right, here we go. Here she goes. Let me put that on the screen. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. All right. This is crazy. It really is. It really is. Fox anchor Harris Faulkner on labeling Trump fascist. This is hate speech now, right? So when we say it, it's hate speech. I don't see any condemnation here of Donald Trump when he puts it in every single one of his fucking speeches, when he quotes Mein Kampf, when he tells people that the enemy of the people is the media and Democrats. I think it's pretty much stochastic terrorism at that point, because somebody's going to act upon that, right? Somebody's definitely, if you were told that you were up in the polls the whole time, no chance of you losing, you got arrested, the polls went up, you got indicted 4 times, the polls went up, right? You're ahead in the polls right now, you're leading every swing state. If you listen to Donald Trump, that's what he says. So if you're buying into that, right? And then all of a sudden, November 6th come, right? And everybody's still celebrating fucking Kamala Harris's victory, right? And we're all shit-faced or hungover or both, and we're fucking rolling and rocking and like, ooh, ooh, ooh. Like, we're just grooving because Kamala Harris just became the first black and half Indian and female president of the United States of America, right? So we're just still kind of grooving and shit. That's when they're gonna be like, oh fuck, like they and Donald Trump's already started it. He's already started this. The only way, I think I showed a video. Where'd I show that video? It was also in the Midas Touch video, where he put it up on the big screen of people waiting, in an arena where the people are waiting for him. And he said, the only way the Democrats are going to win is if they cheat. That's all they do. They're good at it. Already starting this, stealing the election bullshit. So, all right, let's get into this. Make sure you can see it. Make sure you can hear it. How's everybody doing? Give me a thumbs up in the chat. I love you guys. I appreciate you being here. Again, if this is your first time, I'm Boston Brian. This is Blunt Politics, just a political podcast for normal people, by normal people, which is me and any guest that I bring on. We're here to sift through this bullshit, mainstream media bullshit, MAGA bullshit. We're here to get Kamala Harris elected, and we're here to make sure that women have all the rights they deserve, and people can love who the fuck they choose to love and represent themselves as whatever they want to represent themselves as, right? Because not my problem, not my life. Do your thing, boo, right? That's, it's a good motto to live by. Just be nice. Just be fucking nice to people. Just be fucking nice, accepting. It's not that difficult. It's really not that difficult. All right, so, excuse me. Let's get right into this. See if I can make it a little bigger for you. What the fuck is this? Oh, I don't want to do... Oh, that's not the right one. Excuse me. Sorry. All right, here we go.
Sean, I don't mean to cut in, but I have to, because this is breaking news now. This just came in.
This is breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. Breaking fucking news. What is this breaking news, Harris? What is this? What is this news that you had to stop Sean Duffy, of all people? Of all the guests that you would just cut off Sean Duffy? Who the fuck is Sean Duffy? Who's Sean Duffy? Who is Sean? Do you know Sean Duffy? Anybody? You don't know him? You don't know? You know him? I don't know. She cut him off, though. Anyway. All right, continue. Let's go here.
Just seconds ago, House Speaker Mike Johnson, Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell have put out a very rare joint statement.
Oh, geez. Oh, have they? Somebody fucking got Mitch McConnell to stay awake for 30 seconds, long enough to sign this ridiculous bullshit. And somebody took Mike Johnson out of Donald Trump's asshole long enough to write whatever is going to be fucking represented here. Okay, let's go.
It condemns Vice President Kamala Harris's...
Oh, man. Let's go. Kristen, thank you so much. Thank you for all your voices in Midas Touch, Hal, Sexually Liberal, JoJo. Protect democracy. We're standing on the wall protecting democracy. CA. What is this CA when I see it? I see the CA and I see the UA. Is that I'm assuming it's an emoji that doesn't show up on StreamYard. I'm assuming that. So, or it's California. Telling me you're in California. Vote those into oblivion. Thank you so much, Kristen. That is a huge contribution and push and help to this channel. Just thank you so much for being here in general, but a $50 contribution is it's so nice of you. It's very heartwarming. It's so very much appreciated. So thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. That's incredible. Thank you.
It's recent rhetoric. And here's a quote. We call on the vice president to take these threats seriously.
Okay. Definitely talking about Donald Trump. Definitely talking about Donald Trump. The threats of, removing and deporting anybody with the brown skin or a Spanish last name is just, we can't have that. We can't have him be talking about Democrats like they're the fucking enemy of the people, right? You can't just be talking about revoking licenses from the media companies, right? You just can't be talking. So let's continue.
Stop escalating the threat environment and help ensure President Trump has the necessary resources to be protected from those threats. End quote.
Excuse you?
Look, this is serious.
Doesn't he have the necessary? Didn't we already go through this twice? Where Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, and Congress agreed that Donald Trump could get more, for more funding to get Donald Trump more fucking Secret Service agents and protection. I'm pretty sure that the Secret Service protection has fucking quadrupled around him since these attempts, right? I mean, it's almost fucking, it's laughable at this point. It really is. I don't know how many fucking Chevy Suburbans were made or Tahoes or whatever the fuck they are, but there was a fucking shit ton of them. And every single one of them's got 4 guys strapped to the fucking gills, ready to go up Iwo Jima Mountain, for Christ's sakes. Excuse me. Which, whatever it takes. I don't want to see him hurt. We don't want to see him harmed. We'd like to see him, get the justice and, go through the justice system and get it that way. We'd like to see our retribution legal and humane and all that stuff. So we'd like to see him. I'd rather see him suffer in prison than have anything happen to him outside of that. That's not what we're looking for. Thank you so much, Susan. Appreciate you. Sick and tired of GOP gaslighting. Well, that makes 1,205 of us. Or unless there's a couple trolls in here, let's just say 1,200. So that's how many people are watching. I appreciate you. And thank you to the 1,200. Make sure you hit the like button. Please. That's how people, that's how we get out there. That's how people know we're here. Like I said, we're just a tiny little organization at this point. The Bryantologists. I am the pastor at the Church of Bryantology. Obviously a joke on the cult of Donald Trump. If you join us for the first time, I don't want you to think we're actually doing anything like Scientology or anything. But yeah, please make sure you hit the like button. All right, let's see what else they got to say, because this is awesome.
And I don't know if politics are ever a reason to do wrong.
Thanks. I'm going to go with Captain fucking Obvious.
What needs to happen next?
Yes, Sean, with your years of experience, please tell us what should happen next. Because, that's just, sorry, tough pause for Sean. That's a tough one. Looks like he's squeezing out a fart, right? Looks like he's squeezing out a. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry, Sean. Oh, sorry, buddy. Oh, 1 sec. All right, my bad. Sorry. So I'm not always this childish, I promise. I swear.
Well, I think this is a great statement, Harris, because after November 5th, we have to come back together as a country. And if you're using this language.
That is right. That's right. And who divided us again? Oh, yeah.
Against Donald Trump, what you're really saying is half of.
Oops, sorry, you missed it. When he said when you say this against Donald Trump.
I think this is a great statement, Harris, because after November 5th, we have to come back together as a country. And if you're using this language against Donald Trump, what you're really saying is half of America, those who support him, are also fascists. Those are also Nazis.
No, not what we're saying. Nope. Not what we're saying at all. What we're saying is the man that they support is, right? And they just happen to be in the same group as the fascists and the Nazis. Not all of them are, right? But if you support that, right? Basically, you're an accomplice to this. Being an accomplice is also a crime, right? You could also, I don't know how they don't, the hypocrisy is fucking ridiculous on this, right? And let's keep in mind Donald Trump's rhetoric, calling Kamala Harris a fascist, calling Kamala Harris stupid and enemy of the people. You know what the fuck he's been saying, but just think about what Fox News is trying to pull right now.
And it's really hard to come back and unify as a country if one half thinks the other half are Nazis. And so
again, not half. We don't think half the country is not. We don't. That's not. Just it's a misinterpretation basically of what we're saying. I'm not going to explain it again. You just happen to be on the side of the racist and the fascist and the Nazis, and you just happen to enjoy that, which basically it makes you one, no matter if you think it. But I don't know.
Campaigns are tough. Use tough language. Use aggressive language. But this kind of language makes it hard to put that family back together in this country more than.
Let's see, Polymarket question from Kale Hink. How 1% of Polymarket bettors are boosting Trump's odds? An analysis of millions of transactions shows a handful of accounts with outsized impacts. On September 1st, more than 102,000 Polymarket users have bet on whether Donald Trump or Kamala Harris will be the next president of the United States, propelling Trump's likelihood of victory to a high of 66.4% on Tuesday, despite polls remaining close. According to trading activity, a smaller number of users are having an outsized impact on the odds. Yeah, so not only are they manipulating the polls, I think Hal's explained this very well when he talks about poll jacking. They're basically, you can manipulate these systems by pumping in a ton of money on one side or the other. That's how gambling works. So the odds on that, honestly, the higher the odds on Donald Trump, the more likely I'm going to bet Kamala Harris, because that's the best odds you're going to get and the most return on your money, right? So I want to see his odds keep growing on that fucking thing, because you know it's fake. It ain't fucking real. It's nothing to go on. You don't judge the election upon this. It's just, but the higher he goes, the more likely you should bet Kamala Harris. The more money you should put on it. I'm telling you. Here we go.
Anything needs the American family back together.
I love hearing you say that. And it makes me think too, this is hate speech now.
Is it, Harris? Is it hate speech now? So is it hate speech when Donald Trump calls us the enemy of the people and vermin and rats and disease-ridden people coming in when he's talking about the immigrants? Is that hate speech too? Because I'm not hearing you say that. Maybe I know I only got one headphone, and maybe you said it in this headphone and I just didn't catch it.
I mean, you're quoting Antifa, which the F stands for fascism.
You shitting me. You shitting me, right? You shitting me, right? You shitting me, right? Did she just say that? Does she not know what the anti is? Does she no, I'm gonna guess she's either really ignorant on this or deliberately left out the anti, right? Because FA, yes, is short for fascist. Anti is against fascist, so Antifa. This is fucking wild. Let's get that one more time. Because that's, I mean, come on, Harris. Come on, Harris.
I love hearing you say that. And it makes me think too, this is hate speech now. I mean, you're quoting Antifa, which the F stands for fascism. So
that's wonderful. That is so good. That is so good. Great job, Harris. Killed it on that one. Knocked it out of the park. You really fucking zinged it on that one. Oof. I might have to clip that as a soundbite. I might have to clip that one more time. He might have to clip that.
Say that. And it makes me think too, this is hate speech now. I mean, you're quoting Antifa, which the F stands for fascism.
Oh my gosh. Who do they think we are? How dumb do they think we are? Who the fuck watches this shit? Unreal. People are glued to it too, and I understand they are. I go into jobs. I'm a plumber. If anybody doesn't know, I'm a plumber in Massachusetts. And, going into fucking 10 different houses every day doing jobs, you see, what they're watching on the TV. And, you always run into the old guy with, the fucking what do they call it? Shit. What's the word for the knitted blanket that my grandmother used to do? Come on, it has a name for it. She used to knit blankets and they'd put it behind where they sit over the chair so they didn't like, ruin the chair and wear down the chair. Fuck, what the hell is it called? An Afghan? Yes. I think I got it before you guys said it, to tell you the truth. Thank you guys, though. Quilt is on it too, but Afghan is what I was going for. Afghan is what I was going for. That is the correct one. Leon, Don, thank you so much. Let's see here. A clockwork chocobo. Anybody else got to be? Oh, Peter. What's up, Peter? I feel like I haven't seen you in forever, brother. Welcome back, dude. Appreciate you, man. How you been? Hope everything's all right. Maybe I'm just missing you, but usually I don't miss you. Usually you make it so you can't be missed. All right, let's keep going.
So now are these just the glorified, more better paid members of Antifa on the left? The vice president, wouldn't she want to separate herself from that? And by the way, they were a cause of a lot of the rioting that went on, not the peaceful protesting, but the rioting.
You know who else was a big cause of that? Was the right-wing agitators and instigators that were actually arrested at this said protest you're talking about. They even shot at a fucking police station, right? So they would go in and they'd start shit, and then they'd walk away and let everything fucking disintegrate into chaos. I am not saying that all of the the situations of burning buildings or cars or any of those situations, I'm not saying all of them were started by right-wing agitators, but it is a fucking known fact that you can look up that right-wing agitators were arrested. Proud Boys, the Oath Keepers, fucking 3%ers, or whatever they call themselves. A bunch of these groups were out there just to cause trouble and to make it look worse than it was, to make a peaceful protest not a peaceful protest. So it would be, I don't know why. I'm trying to think of why Fox wouldn't mention that. I just can't. I can't put my finger on it.
That went on post George Floyd. It's like a glorified, overpaid group of left leaders now as part of Antifa. It's a
stop it
question. I wonder if that's how they see themselves.
Yeah, that's how Kamala Harris sees herself. That's what she's running as the first ever black female Indian Antifa leader member in the United States of America. That's what's going on. Not your best, Harris. I gotta say, I'm sorry. Not throwing your best at me today. If you were a pitcher, I'm pretty sure I'd be hitting home runs because you ain't got yo shit today.
Well, listen, I think they're channeling their worst angels, right? And they're called to.
What do you say? Hold on, let me turn this light. Fucking killing my eyes. Is that too dark? Can you still see me? How about that? That's good. So one more time. I don't hear what he said.
Now as part of Antifa. It's a question. I wonder if that's how they see themselves.
Well, listen, I think they're channeling their worst angels, right?
What's he say? Charlie and they're Charlie and the worst angels? Oh, channeling the worst angels? What's he say? What's he saying here? Do you guys hear him? Channeling their worst angels. Okay, gotcha. Appreciate you, Doc. Thank you, dude. I was like, what the fuck? I thought he was talking about Charlie and the fucking Charlie's Angels there.
And they're called to better rhetoric. And again, you cannot use this language and think it's going to work to win an election.
So you're speaking directly to Donald Trump at this point, right? Because Kamala Harris, I'm pretty sure, has the proper rhetoric in her speeches, and she's not calling Donald Trump. You know what I'm saying? Like, actually, do I have the clip of her finally? And then I'm saying it's taken way too long. It's taken way fucking too long for Kamala Harris and people higher up in the government to start calling Donald Trump a fascist, right? It's been way too long. Way too long. We waited far too long to take this guy seriously and to call him out as what he is. Thank you, Stacey. Jake Tapper called her out. Oh, did I put that? I did. Let's watch that. We'll watch that after this. We got time. We got time. Thank you, Stacey. Good call on that one. Appreciate you. For anybody that hasn't seen that, that's going to be a goodie. Stick around for that one too.
And you have to think beyond just this moment. And if you're so hungry for power, which is what I think is happening here, they so want to retain power and they so hate Donald Trump that they'll bring
again, just replace the words that he's saying and attribute that to Donald Trump, right? He's dying to regain power. He needs to regain power to keep himself out of prison, to keep himself out of whatever consequences he may face in the future. So the hypocrisy in this one clip, right, is just, it's mind-blowing to me.
Break any norm, they'll break any institution to actually retain that power that they've had for the last 4 years. And again, Peter Navarro went to prison. They're trying to send Donald Trump to prison.
Nobody's trying to send him to prison, right? We think he should go to prison. We think the justice system should do its fucking job, right? And go through the legal processes to find him guilty of what we know he's fucking guilty of. We're not, you know what I mean? We're not like, it's again, totally misconstrued, totally just, again, I'm sure there are people that have terrible thoughts and say ridiculous things. I see them on Twitter. It's, but again, the majority of us just want to see justice. We want to see the legal system work and do its job, right? That's all. We want to, when we see crimes in plain sight, right? It's like a what do they call it? A active shooter, right? When you see him, I watched something last night, an active shooter, the guy that shot somebody at a Hard Rock casino in Nevada, right? Couldn't have done it in a place with more fucking cameras if he tried. Couldn't have possibly done it in a place with more cameras. There was cameras from fucking the moment he walked in, before the moment he walked in there, right? From the mile outside, before he even fucking drove onto the premises, they have this guy on camera from start to finish. You go to your room, you come out of your room. I mean, they're not watching you, but they can pull their shit up. Oh, what's up, Slacks? Let's go. I just want to say, hey, Brian, let's go, Slacks. Appreciate you. Saw those pictures you sent me on Twitter. Fucking, you got some, I like your motorcycles. Now, was that the same one that was modified? Or were they two different bikes you sent me? Because they look very similar. That must be your style. Yeah, what was I talking about? Shit. I lost it. All right, let's go back.
Well, Biden
Steve
just
Bannon
said
is actually still in prison.
Lock him up politically.
Oh, that's it. That's it anyway. They talk about, how Joe Biden said lock him up and then went back and said politically afterwards. And I don't know what you say about that. I don't know if it was a slip of the tongue. I don't know if you'd say you're happy he said it. I'm kind of curious in the chat what you think about what Joe Biden saying lock him up. I know we've been hearing it for years about Hillary. We've been hearing it for years about anybody that MAGA doesn't like. They've been cheering for it. Donald Trump fucking lies again in his interview, talking about how, if anybody in his crowd said lock him up, he would say no. And I'm sorry, I've watched everything you've said, and I've never seen a fucking rally or an interview or a town hall where you said no when they said lock him up. I remember you saying that's right. We should lock them up. We should lock them all up. Pretty sure that's what you said, but I could be wrong. All right, let's see if we can find I think I sent myself that. Did I send myself that too? Let me check that out. 1 sec. 1 second. 1 second. No, I didn't, but I think it's on my history on on the tubes. Shit. That's not what I meant to hit. Let's see. Did they give me a whole? No, I don't want a whole new thing. I just want. Come on. Let's see. Shorts, YouTube music. Why can't I go down on this? Okay. Library history. Here we go. All right. Bear with me. Oh my God, I love. Does anybody watch Bob Does Sports on YouTube? Please tell me I'm not the only one. Please, for the love of God, tell me I'm not the only one. All right, which one was it though? Let's see here. Crap, it wasn't that long ago. I know it wasn't that long ago. So it's gonna be one of these. That's not it. All right, here we go. Nope. Stop playing. Right, here we go. Share this tab instead. Just want to make sure you guys can see it. All right, I'll even make myself a little smaller for this one. That way you can see the whole thing. And I will let Jake Tapper do what he should have done a long fucking time ago. Here we go.
Came to Trump's defense in a rare joint statement. House Speaker Mike Johnson and Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell.
This is the same statement that we just read and we're talking about.
Called on Vice President Harris today to end what they call dangerous rhetoric against Donald Trump, saying in part, quote, the vice president's words more closely resemble those of President Trump's second would-be assassin than her own earlier appeal to civility. Labeling a political opponent as a fascist risks inviting yet another would-be assassin to try robbing voters of their choice before Election Day.
Oh, man, that's the powerful words. I wonder who they're speaking to.
Okay, so the two Republican leaders expressing concern about Kamala Harris calling Donald Trump a fascist.
Oh, and by the way, this is Blunt Politics. I'm Boston Brian. Thank you for watching. Hit the like button, subscribe, please share. This is Jake Tapper finally doing what he should have done a long fucking time ago, talking about Donald Trump.
Let's show an example of Harris doing exactly what McConnell and Johnson are taking issue with.
She's a Marxist, communist, fascist, socialist.
I'm sorry, the control room, that was actually Donald Trump calling Kamala Harris a fascist in September. Control room, are you ready? Please run the clip of Kamala Harris calling Donald Trump a fascist, which offended the Republican leaders.
Somebody's got to explain this one. There's a radical left, Marxist, communist, fascist.
Okay, again, I'm sorry. That was Trump calling Harris a fascist. I apologize. Control room, can we get it together? Johnson and McConnell are very upset that Kamala Harris called Donald Trump a fascist. Please roll the clip.
We have a fascist person running who's incompetent, and we have a president who's not even around.
Guys, I'm trying to show the clip of Donald Trump.
I mean, this is a great way to do it. This is like, honestly, if I were to make a video on this for like Midas Touch or something, and I was trying to do something like this, is the shit that I would do, right? I don't know where it came from. I don't know which one of his producers or writers finally said we should do it like this, or if it was fucking Jake's idea, which I highly fucking doubt. But if it is, props to whoever came up with this idea to do it this way. Fantastic way to get it across. But fucking 8 days till the election, you're a little fucking late, CNN assholes.
Trump being called a fascist. That's what Speaker Johnson and Leader McConnell are really worried about. You keep running different clips of Trump calling her a fascist. Please humor me. Humor me.
Authoritarian, admires people who are dictators. He has said that.
This is General Kelly, if you haven't heard this yet. This is the recording that came out a few days ago.
So he certainly falls into the general definition of fascist, for sure.
Okay, so that was Donald Trump being called a fascist, but not by Kamala Harris. That is retired Marine General John Kelly, Trump's longest-serving chief of staff, coming to the conclusion that Donald Trump is a fascist in his view. Guys, she did say this. She said it here on CNN. Don't you have a clip from CNN? We have got to stop him, Milley said. You have got to stop him. By you, he meant the press broadly. Quote, he is the most dangerous person ever.
Okay, these are words spoken by, again, Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, General Mark Milley, saying that you have got to stop him. You have got to stop him. You, he meant the press broadly. He is the most dangerous person ever. I had suspicions when I talked to you about his mental, and then it will go on. But we're talking about the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff talking to the media saying that the fucking presidential nominee, I forget when he said this, but it could have been at the time the president, is not right in the head. There's something wrong with him, and he's the most dangerous man in the world. And I tweeted the same fucking thing. Donald Trump right now is the most dangerous man on the planet. I don't care about what's going on. I shouldn't say it that way. Even with what's going on in Ukraine, even with what's going on with Israel, Iran, Palestine, Donald Trump is the most dangerous man because he could possibly affect all of that shit and our lives with it. So right now he has the title, in my opinion, of the most dangerous man on the planet until November 6th, when we finally kick his ass politically off the fucking United States political fucking map forever. Please and thank you. That would be great. That would be great. Please, people, vote, 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 vote.
I had suspicions when I talked to you about his mental decline and so forth, but now I realize he's a total fascist. Okay, so that was from CNN, but that was me reading a quote from former Joint Chiefs of Staff Chairman General Mark Milley, who Trump appointed. Milley calling Trump a fascist in an interview with Bob Woodward. That wasn't Harris calling him a fascist. Control room, come on. I know we have this clip somewhere from CNN. Come on, show it.
And then finally, I don't know, I think does he do one more? And then finally he shows the clip of Harris being asked in the town hall by Anderson Cooper, or what Donald Trump would say. What's he say? What he calls him something else. What's he call Anderson in the rallies now? I forget what he calls him. It's so fucking stupid. I couldn't even remember it. He tries to make a gay joke, and what's he call him? Like Ashley or fucking in what's he call him? Go on, chat. I know chat's always smarter than I am. Allison, right. Okay, got you guys. You guys are fucking always right on the ball. I appreciate you guys. Hi, Big Steph. What's going on? Old Shinobi, what's going on? Stacy, Rescues, Missy, Eliosha, Slacks again, Arizona Sunflowers. Diane, how are you? Make sure you guys are checking out 21st Century Suffragettes. It's fucking fantastic. The women's voice in this election is hugely important. So listening to Diane and Benny Loco and the guests that they have on, and the fucking control room run by Five Eggs, I would appreciate if you guys check that out. Yeah. So hi Beth, hi DJ Hawk. I appreciate you guys. So I just want to thank you guys. You guys are always right on the ball. Let's keep going.
Do you think Donald Trump is a fascist?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Yes, he did. No hesitation, not a fucking moments of having to think about it. Yes, I do. Which should have been said a long time ago, should have been brought to the fucking forefront a long time ago. But I'm very glad that she said it, because that's exactly what's going on, and we're going to prove that later tonight. Join me on the stream. We'll be streaming this fucking fascist rally going on in Madison Square Garden tonight, with the fucking long list of speakers that are going to say ridiculous shit. Don't want to miss that. Join us tonight. I know football is going on. I know it's Sunday, but you are not going to want to miss this moment in history. This is honestly, people are going to look back on this. You're going to, I think you're going to remember where the fuck you are. This is going to be one of those I remember where I was moments type of things tonight. So please don't miss it.
Thank you. My control room going a little bit rogue there and making a point, perhaps. This is obviously what Mike Johnson and Mitch McConnell are worried about. Kamala Harris agreeing with the words of some of the people who have worked closely with Trump in the Oval Office in the Situation Room. That's that.
So Susan, what you going to do, right? So I'm thinking 7 to 7:30. Like I said, there's about 30 speakers lined up. Not going to listen. There's a few, like I said, there's a few on there that I don't give a shit about. They're not. It's not really worth my time to cover it. So I'm hoping they get the speakers that are lesser known out of the way early. That way we can just cover it from the time we go on and have, the speakers that we know all the way through. But like 7:30-ish, I'm guessing. But like I said, if you hit the bell, the notification bell, right, you will get notified when I go live. So you don't have to sit around and wait and keep checking and wonder if I'm on or if I'm not on. You'll get a notification on your phone or whatever device you're using, and that will tell you that I'm going live. So that way you can click on it and just join me live. So that's probably the easiest way. And while you're there, make sure you subscribe, please, guys. Please make sure you subscribe. I'm trying to get to 10K. I couldn't be more appreciative of the people that give to this channel and the people that do the super chats, the super stickers, people that become members, anybody that's doing the Patreon. That's what keeps this going, honestly. That's what allows me to do what I do and to get these lights and microphone and green screen and laptop and people were nice enough in the chat to help me out with a lot of the gear, and I'm trying to step it up and I'm trying to make it better. New technology comes out all the time where you can utilize that and make stuff easier, but it costs a lot of money. That's the problem. So I give to other channels, so it's not like when you donate to this channel, it just stays here, right? I donate to Jesse Dollamore when I can, David Pacman when I can, through super stickers or the chat or being a member for a month or two here and there, or Brian Tyler Cohen, Midas Touch, Tony Michaels. There's so many of them. Who else? There's the Rational National. There's shit. Who's the kid that I like now? Oh man, something politics. Something politics. What's his name? I'm gonna look it up. I'm sorry. I don't want to get it wrong. But he's very good. He's actually growing. His channel's growing fucking at an incredible rate. Which my channel grow. Pondering Politics. That's what it is. Pondering Politics. I think his name is Josiah, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, he, just because Hal Sparks, obviously, I can't forget him. You know what I mean? Super Chats in there. I've been a member for I don't know how many months now, but it's been a lot of months. Every month you get your little sticker and says, okay, you get a free chat because you reached your milestone of being a member for 6 months or 3 months or however long you're in there. But it's a big, the system goes in a circle. It does. You give to me, I give to other channels. They support other channels. They put out information and content that you look at and watch and absorb. So you're getting something for your money. But anything helps. $1, $2. Like I said, the Venmo is up in the I hate being small. I'm sorry. Let me do this. The Venmo is up in this corner here somewhere, right? Well, that's not easy. How do I do that? Oh, there it is. Right there. You can take a picture. Like I said, send me $1 or $2. It should show up on my phone so I can give you a shout out. Again, anybody that throws in a super sticker, super chat, or if you've reached a milestone or donated memberships, that's a great way to get people involved too. You can donate memberships. At the end of the show, I kind of go through it and we just kind of thank everybody and, recognize everybody for their contributions to this. The kid with the cowlick and the messed up hair. What's his name there? Somebody just said it. The kid that he goes to all these things and he he gets a little flustered in his interviews. Palate cleanser, animal lovers. Check Philip Ittner's episode 8 to help animals of the world. Ukraine again. Yeah, another one. Thank you, Colleen. Great fucking point. Thank you. I missed Philip Ittner. Check out his On the Edge podcast too. Really fantastically done. All dealing with what's going on in Ukraine and trying to spread awareness and getting people involved and letting people know exactly what's going on over there. So absolutely great idea, Colleen. Perfect. Let's see. I got a couple texts. Let's see. I just noticed. Overlooked. Oh, it was Hal. Yeah, sorry. Hal's texting me information that was pertaining to what I was saying, which would have been helpful, but I didn't see it. I apologize, dude, if you're still watching. I will get back to you. I'll just tell you now. Actually, no, I'm not sure yet. I'll get back to you on what time when I figured, it starts at 5. So I'll figure out, like I said, I'm trying to get the speakers that I don't like out of the way and then we can cover it. But thank you, Colleen. All right, let's get back to the movie. Here we go.
That's what they have an issue with, not Trump using these very same words. CNN's Rosa Flores is with the Harris campaign in Houston ahead of the big rally there tonight in Elena.
Shit, it's 2:37 already. All right, let's take a look at some of this then. There's no way I can't get away from it. Let's take a look at some of this. Let me make myself big again. Who knows that song? Who can guess that song just by my awful humming? I was born on the backseat of a Greyhound bus, rolling down Highway 41. Lord, I was born a rambling man, trying to make a living and doing the best I can. But when it's time for leaving, I hope you'll understand. All right, here we go. I was born a rambling man. Ready? The interview that what's it have now? I don't see how many views. It's got it has 28,531,664 views in a day. What? 1.5 million likes. Never in my life have I seen anything with 1 million likes. Right? Have I? I don't fucking know. Maybe I have. 28 million views. You know how many of those were just like fucking media figures and people like me checking it out just to see what the fuck happened? All right, we're just gonna do a little bit of this. Obviously, we don't have a ton of time, but I think it's worthwhile. Here's the first. No, I don't want to. I want to start from the beginning. Here we go. We'll start from the beginning. Ready? This is Joe Rogan and Donald Trump in a 3-hour conversation that made Donald Trump several hours late for a rally where people just left the fucking rally because they didn't feel like waiting for him. Others waited in the cold for him to show up, come out to the Undertaker's theme song. Literally played 7 minutes of the Undertaker's theme song, which is, I believe, Rest in Peace is the name of it. So very fitting, I would say. Yeah, for Donald Trump. And then went on to play the stupid theme song, the America theme song. What's the fucking song? I can't think. It's so stupid. I've heard it so much, I'm trying to forget it. Anyway, he's several hours late, but when he showed up, he's playing 10 minutes of music before saying a word, right? And then people dropped in. There was 2 people that went down in the rally, right? The first person went down, he sat there. The second person went down, and he said, what the fuck? He was getting frustrated. So he told his people to start playing Ave Maria. We'll look at a little bit of this, and I'll show you that clip if we can. I know I'm running out of time here, so we'll only do a few minutes of this, but here we go.
Joe Rogan Podcast, check it out.
The Joe Rogan Experience.
Train by day, Joe Rogan Podcast.
And I'm a little worried about copyright, so I stop it usually a lot anyway, but I'm going to try to keep it short clips so I can avoid but YouTube, Joe Rogan, fucking fair use. I've seen other people use it all over the place. You're interviewing a presidential candidate. Fucking, eat dirt, please. The fair play.
Gas by night, all day.
All right, we're rolling. Good to see you, sir. Here we go. One of the things I wanted to talk to you about, I wanted to play this, but we decided we shouldn't play it because
everybody's worried about copyrights now.
You get copyright strike, and we don't want to get the episode. We don't want anybody.
Yeah, nobody wants the episode taken down. I don't want mine taken down either, so please don't take it down.
To have any sort of a way to get it down.
Sure.
But it was the episode of you when you're on The View. And I think it was 2015 or 2006, like when you were running for president.
Right.
And you got introduced as our friend Donald Trump.
That's right.
Whoopi Goldberg gives you
That's right. That is right.
big hug and a kiss. Joy Behar gives you a big hug. Barbara Walters gives you a big hug. They all love.
Yes, because he didn't have the power, right? He didn't potentially have the power to destroy this fucking country at the time, right? He was just a joke, shitty businessman that had a fucking TV show, right? He was a joke of a TV personality that people made fun of. They knew it was fucking gacked up on Adderall, fucking shits his pants, smells like a diaper that's been fucking laying around in the California sun for fucking 2 years, right? We know all this, right? So he's good for the media. He gets people looking at him because most people are laughing at him, not with him, right? But he gets eyes on the shit. Like we just saw 28 million views on this. People want to see what crazy shit comes out of his mouth. And even Joe Rogan says the reason he got in is because of the fucking crazy shit. But I mean, the way that Joe Rogan puts it, it's obviously kind of ridiculous.
They were all talking about how you're you might be conservative in your financial positions, but you're very liberal socially. They were talking about.
Oh yeah, he's very conservative, and is conservative fucking bankrupting several casinos. Is conservative fucking having a list longer than his feet, let's say, of failed businesses that he's had, or is it the 15 LLCs that he has to have to keep his fucking dark money flowing into his companies? Or the fact that he's fleecing half of the poorest people, or the majority of the poorest people in this country who follow Donald Trump, who don't have the money to give, but continuously give Donald Trump's campaign money when it goes to legal. It doesn't even go to the campaign. It goes to fight his legal defense. It goes to put jet fuel in his 757 he's using to fucking crisscross the country.
About you in such a favorable light. The audience was cheering.
Hey, do you guys know who made that process famous? Do you guys know who the first person was that pretty much started this whole flying to different places in a day to do campaign speeches, and then that way they could reach other parts of the country? You guys know in the chat who started that whole process? I think you might know the guy's name, which really ties into what we were talking about earlier. Hit me in the chat if you know. Hit me in the chat. Let's see here. Who's going to get it the first time? Who's going to get it the first time? Not Obama, not Reagan. No. Think older and deadlier. Not Truman. You got it, Gracie. You got it, Gracie. You got it. First person to take one of his planes and utilize that to fly all over the country to different spots in a day to get his word out. Look it up. Look it up. I'm telling you. I may not know everything, but World War II shit, that's what I got, baby.
And then you actually started winning in the polls, and then the machine started working towards you.
Yeah.
But there's probably no one in history that I've ever seen that's been attacked the way you've been attacked.
Well, that's because you've never seen anybody in history act the way you've seen him act, right? So they're not attacks. It's a reaction to his actions, right? Every action has an equal and opposite reaction. You must know that, you bald head. Jamie, pull that up. Jamie must be able to pull that up for you. You can look that up. Anyways. So what we're doing is reacting to his actions. It's not an immediate just, okay, we're going to attack him. It's this motherfucker is crazy. He doesn't know what the hell he's doing. And now he has the most power out of anybody on the planet. That was kind of where we're at.
And the way they've done it, so coordinated and systematically. And when you see those same people in the past, very favorable to you, like Oprah, when you were on Oprah's show,
very.
She was encouraging.
Listen carefully, guys. I want you to listen carefully to Donald Trump's words here. Please listen carefully to Donald Trump's words here.
You last week, I did one of her last shows. I think.
What did he just say? We'll go back. Listen.
And systematically, when you see those same people in the past, very favorable to you, like Oprah, when you were on Oprah's show,
very.
She was encouraging you.
Last week, I did one of her last shows.
Last week, I did one of her last shows. Last week, I did one of her last shows. And then he even gets more specific with it.
I think maybe Thursday or Friday.
Maybe Thursday or Friday. Okay, let's go back again. Let's hear it again. One more time.
Same people in the past, very favorable to you, like Oprah, when you were on Oprah's show.
Very.
She was encouraging you.
Last week, I did one of her last shows. I think maybe Thursday or Friday.
Last week, I did one of her last shows, maybe Thursday or Friday. Did we get that? We're English, right? We understand English. Those are words that have meaning, right? We understand in that order what they are trying to say, right? So let me take you to Twitter. Look at this. I want you to see the stir I created on Twitter, right? Check this out. Ready? I'm going to share this tab instead. Can you see it? Right? So this is what I tweeted. I tweeted just what was said. Rogan's question, when you were on Oprah's show, she was encouraging you, end quote. And then I tweeted Trump, last week, I did one of her last shows. I think maybe Thursday or Friday. It was a big deal being on Oprah's show, the last one. That's his quote. That's what he says, right? And then I asked, is he honestly saying he was on Oprah's show last week? He's seriously unwell if so. Now, listen. I know what he fucking meant, right? I know what the fucking degenerate fucking dementia-riddled patient is trying to say, right? But I'm not here to interpret his bullshit. I'm not here to translate what the fuck I think he meant, right? I'm here to listen to what the fuck he's saying, the exact words that are coming out of that man's fucking tiny asshole-looking mouth, right? I'm so sick of people. And guess what? This is the stir. How many views do you think this has? How many views do you think this got on Twitter? I'm going to wait a second because I know the chat's a little bit behind. How many views do you think this has? Can you see it? I don't think you can see it. So, yeah. How many do you think? 100,000, 7,000, 10,000, 40,000? What do you think? What do you think? Come on now. Holy shit. Fucking, hold on. Somebody got it. Somebody got really close. There it is. Colleen, you're right on the money today. Right on the fucking money. This right now has 2.9 million views. Let me get out of the way. I'll make myself smaller. Can you see it? Right here. Let me go there so you can see my 2.9 million views, almost 3 million views on this one. Okay. Half the comments, and then you get comments like, let's see here. He was on the last week of our show, he says, right? Guess what? Even if we try to interpret what he's saying as he was on the last week of our shows when it was on, that's still not fucking the case because he wasn't on the last week of Oprah's show. He was on several months before the show ended. So he's fucking delusional either way. And basically all I did was ask a question, right? All I did was ask a question, and I got 2,100 comments, 5,700 retweets, 22,000 likes. I mean, check this out. Ready? We'll go here. How do I actually do this now? Do I go to home? Let me go home. How do I do this now? Oh, profile. Ready? Oh, more. Premium. Is it premium? All right, yeah, here we go. No, I don't want to go monetization. That's not what I want. How do I go to... How did I just get out of here? Get me out of here. Profile. I think it was more. I think it was premium. And I want to do analytics. All right, so we'll do 7 days. And I know this is a little pretentious, but in the last 7 days, 4.5 million impressions. All right. So we'll go to 28 days, 1 month. In 1 month, 11 million impressions on Twitter. All because, literally because, what's his name? Elon Musk and his minions are fucking just out there attacking anything that goes after Donald Trump, right? They are going hard. I even had some people that don't like Donald Trump saying, oh, well, you know what he meant to say. I don't give a fuck what he meant to say, motherfucker. I'm here to tell you what he said, right? It's not my fault the guy doesn't know fucking English. It's not my fault the guy's deteriorating faster than an orange left out in the sun. You know what I mean? It's not my fault. Not my fucking fault. Don't come at me, bro. Don't come at me, bro. Anyway, just wanted to show you that. But I clipped the same thing that we just saw, basically, when he says what we just saw. Obviously, I showed you that. But, I mean, this is literally the first minute and 42 seconds of the fucking interview. I was like, what is going on here? He just said last week? Like, what's going on?
That was a big deal being on Oprah's show, the last one. And I was like one of the last shows in that final week. And I said, boy, we've come a...
He wasn't on the last show. He wasn't in the final week of the show. He doesn't know what he's talking about. He's delusional. Either way.
Long way since that.
What was it like?
Well, the concept, it was really like two different lives. You know, I had a very wonderful life, but I wanted to do this. The Apprentice was still going very strong.
Yeah, he does say that, Bob. You're right. He does say that final week, but that doesn't tell us that he doesn't think it was last week, right? Last week could have been the final week. That's what other people were tweeting on there. Well, he said the last week. Yeah, but he said last week before that. So it doesn't change the fact that he said last week I was on Oprah's show.
We had 12 seasons, and we had actually 14 seasons, 12 years over. They had a couple of them.
Well, they canceled The Apprentice when you were running for president, correct?
No, they had Arnold Schwarzenegger do it. I was
oh, man. And this whole thing is like Joe Rogan trying to fucking reel him into the question that he's asking. Literally, it's 3 hours of Joe Rogan asking a question, Donald Trump going fucking out to space, and then Joe Rogan being like, all right, can we maybe reel it in a little bit, sir? Can we bring it back to the question I was asking? We'll only do a couple more minutes because I wanted to do the what was the other clip I wanted to show you? Oh, the Harris and Israel.
I had enough of it, and we did great. It was doing great, but they wanted me to stay.
Fuck this asshole. I'm done with him. I don't care about what he said there anyway. Yeah, I'll do this. Hi, guys. How are you? Welcome to Blunt Politics. I'm Boston Brian. That was just a little bit of the Joe Rogan, Donald Trump sit down that they had. I just wanted to show you that little clip. I wanted to show you the stir that I created on Twitter by just asking a question based on the fucking literal words coming out of the man's mouth. But I do appreciate it. Hey, let me put this up. I don't know why this isn't on. I do apologize. See, I'm gonna do this. Slava Ukraina. Slava Ukraina. And this handsome double here. We do appreciate every man, woman, child, and soldier fighting in Ukraine right now. I wonder if we could. I know we should do that, but I'll do this. Take this out. I'm going to take this out. We'll just take a look real quick at news just to catch you up on the last, Here we go. So this is CNN Live. Israel strikes on Iran in the latest war in the Middle East. I believe Israel struck some facilities that were thought to be used as nuclear facilities. I wasn't really sure what they were trying to say in the article. All right, let's see here. Which one am I reading? This one right here. Israel Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said the Saturday's attack on Iran severely damaged Tehran's defenses. Without providing further details, Israel launched direct strikes against. Oh, you can't see this. I'm sorry. What an asshole I am. I'll do this. My bad. That's my bad, guys. That's my bad. I do appreciate it. Let's see. Where'd we go? Further details. Israel launched direct strikes against Iran early Saturday in a high-stakes retaliation to Tehran's ballistic missile barrage earlier this month. At least 30 medical staff members were detained during Israeli raids at Kamala Adwan Hospital in northern Gaza, according to the Enclave Health Ministry. The head of the World Health Organization called attacks on healthcare deplorable and said Israel's military has created catastrophic conditions in the north of the Strip. In Israel, first responders say that at least one person is dead and more than 30 injured after the truck rammed a bus near a military base north of Tel Aviv in what Israel authorities say is a deliberate attack. Let's see here. This is more about Iran says civilian was killed in Saturday's Israelis attack on Iran, bringing the death toll to from the attack to 5, according to the country's state-run news agency. On Saturday, the news agency said 4 Iranian army personnel were killed in the strikes. Israel launched direct strikes on what it said were military targets in Iran early Saturday in a high-stakes retaliation. Let's see if we can get more information on the strikes. Why do they make this so small? Like, why does this black thing take up the whole... Oh, there we go. Yeah, there we go. Do we get a video? A general view. This is a general view of the capital, Tehran, after Israel launched what it said was strikes on Iranian military targets, October 26, 2024. Can't really see much. Just looks like a regular view of the city. All right, Israel on Saturday said it struck military targets inside Iran in response to earlier Iranian attacks, again raising fear that the long-running confrontation between the two powerful militaries could escalate into an all-out regional war that draws in the United States. Again, high stakes here. That's another reason we have to fight so hard for Kamala Harris, because we need somebody that has, let's say, not only leadership skills, but a sound mind, right, and decision-making abilities to deal with this as soon as they get into office, right? This is not something that they, that can wait. This is not something that they can take their time on. This is something that needs action right fucking now. Not only the Ukrainian situation, but also Iran and Israel situation. We need to put our foot down. We need to insert our dominance in whatever way the government sees fit to try to help and stop and make sure that this doesn't spread any further. Again, this is not anything new. I know everybody in the world, I know I'm going to go over it just by talking about this, but in the world of cell phones and fucking cameras on buildings and laptops with cameras and, cameras everywhere, right? Things are being captured all over the world and you're seeing them in seconds. But it gives you the illusion that things are happening more, right? Because you're seeing it more. Like back in the day, think about it. If there was a car bomb in Tehran, right? You wouldn't hear about that until it was on the fucking second, third page of the newspaper, probably 3 or 4 days later, because it wasn't going to be covered on the one news station that on the one TV people had, right? People read the newspaper more back in the day. Right now, you get to see it from every fucking angle, 27 times over, from different buildings and different heights and different angles. So you're immersed in what's happening, and you think it's something that hasn't happened. Oh wow, now I'm seeing it more. This didn't happen before. No, it does happen. It did happen. Sorry, I hit the computer. People have been warring since. Fuck, something disconnected. Can you hear me? Let's see. Give me a thumbs up in the chat. I heard a beep saying I got disconnected from something. So please give me a thumbs up in the chat if you can still hear me. I don't want to keep talking. All right. Yes, we can hear you. All right. Thank you, Doc. Appreciate you. But yeah, so you're just immersed in it all the time. The war between Israel and Iran, obviously we don't want to see it get out of control. Nobody wants to see that happen. But again, let's not make it seem like this is something that has never happened before and something that we haven't dealt with before and have been dealing with for years on end. Again, thank you, Arizona. Thank you for your show, Brian. I always look forward to you on Sundays because of your show. I know you'll tell us the truth, but even if it's bad, you keep us all laughing throughout. Happy Halloween. Oh, right back at you, Arizona. That's appreciated. Wish I knew you guys' name. That's why I like the Patreon. If you sign up for Patreon, like I said, we get to do our Zoom meetings. I'll show you that real quick. We got I can get rid of that. Let's see. Oh, here it is. Look at Mel did a fantastic job on this. Our November Patreon Zooms are November 6th and November 12th, right? So I'm getting them in early because I'm flying to California the end of November to go see Mel and her family and hang out there for my birthday and Thanksgiving. It's going to be great. I can't wait. So basically what I'm saying is, a lot of people on here go by your nicknames or your screen names or, some other name that you made up. It's nice to say hi to Jess and Tegan and fucking the whole crew that shows up and we just chat. Again, not about politics. This is nothing behind a paywall where you see, you have to pay for different videos to get my opinion on things and that type of bullshit. Our birthdays are close. Mine's the 25th of November. 25th of November. I don't know why. It just seemed like I had to think about it because I shouldn't have to. Yeah, 25th. So coming up. Brian, will you be available to get a beer? Hold on. Bicycle Mike. Brian, will you be available to get a beer? I'm always available to get a beer, but it just it's tough to do that through a computer. Yeah, but again, like I said, don't get freaked out. Obviously, it's a big deal. I'm not saying it's not a big deal. It's something that really has to be taken care of. But again, that just puts more emphasis on why we need strong leadership, a sound mind, and somebody with decision-making capabilities in the White House, right? And obviously, that's not fucking Donald Trump. Obviously, that is Kamala Harris in this situation. So that's why we have to get out there and vote Kamala Harris. But what else did I want to talk about? What else was the other thing I was going to talk? Oh, yeah. Let's see here. Just wanted to show you guys this before I left. Let's see here. Full video. Is this where she comes out? Can you not hear that? No, are you going to say no audio in a second? One sec, hold on. Could you hear that? Big Dog, let me know. Can anybody hear that video? I got a little thing saying that you couldn't hear, that the connection, lost connection, no audio. Okay, let me go. I'll stop screen. Thank you, guys. Appreciate you. Bear with me. Just got to reset for a second. I'll do this one again. Can you see it now? Not, you didn't have a problem seeing it. All right, let me play it. Here we go. Oh, hold on. Let me mute it. I don't want to get no copyright strike on this one, please. I just want you to see the crowd and the happiness and the enthusiasm, the amount of people there. Is there another song? I wish I had other music I could play in the meantime. But here's Kamala coming out. I wonder if they show the crowd. Hoping they're going to show the crowd on this one. Show the crowd. Give me a crowd shot. She did, Stretch. She absolutely did have an epic speech. It's a shame I can't. Let me see. No. We should be able to fucking play that. It's like you know what I mean? She's going to be the president. That's her theme song. Let us play it. Oh, come on. Come on. But look at the fans. Look at the fans. And I know a lot of people obviously love seeing Beyonce and Kelly. But again, getting their asses in the seats and getting them in the stadium to hear this message is the point. To hear Beyonce talk about how she's not there as a celebrity. She's not there as a fucking as a recording artist. She's there as a mother. You know what I mean? So there we go. We'll listen. I know I'm over already. I am sorry, but I'll listen to a minute or two of this, and then we'll thank everybody for their contributions to the channel. I'll get out of here. I got to set up the next live for tonight, and then we'll see it. We'll see it tonight. But just a couple minutes.
Good to be back in Texas. Thank you all. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, everybody. Thank you for being here this evening. Can we hear it from Miss Tina Knowles? For Miss Kelly? And Beyonce? What a warm Texas welcome. I thank you all so very much.
Sounds like a lot of people, and it sounds like, you know, this isn't, we're talking about, what was it, 30,000 or something like that, and over 1 million signed up to go to this thing. Fucking, that's ridiculous. That's insane. Raising $1 billion is insane, especially in the amount of time that she's had. This is an actual 30,000, not a Donald Trump 30,000, right? Where it's actually 3,000, but somehow he doesn't like that 3,000, so he's going to times it by 10, right? This is an actual 30,000.
And I thank you. And I thank my friends.
Oh, that's another thing. I wanted to know that fucking, I almost shared it too. Actually, I did and I had to delete it. The picture of Kamala Harris in like the McDonald's outfit is not real. It's a fake. So anybody that was out there, if you don't know by now, if you're sharing it, or showing it, it's not real. It's a different picture that somebody put Kamala's face on. So just beware. Buyer beware.
Reminding us of exactly what we are fighting for in this campaign. We are fighting for freedom. 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 And to Andrea and everyone here tonight whose lives have been impacted by these Trump abortion bans in this moment, I thank you for sharing your stories and for your courage. It is an honor to be here with so many leaders and all of you who have taken the time out of your business.
Oh my God. Thank you, Becky. Brian, you are a king. That's way too much. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I am just a man with a camera and a fucking loud voice. That's all it is. And a microphone to amplify it even more. I am no different than you guys. Not a king by any stretch of the imagination. I am incredibly imperfect. And I am the first person to admit that. So I do thank you. Let me see. You are a king. Thank you. All you're doing, the work, you're making a difference. Slava Ukraina. Thank you so much. I hope I'm making a difference. I really do. I hope I'm getting through to at least a few people. I know the people that have been here a lot, the people that follow Hal and Midas Touch, know you guys know about it. I'm trying to get the people, that are on the fringes, right? That may have just stumbled upon my show because it was in their feed or something like that. You know what I mean? Because you guys are liking it, because you guys are sharing it, because you guys are joining, because YouTube thinks you guys are engaged and chatting and all that stuff. I mean, right now we got 41 people that have contributed to the channel just this live alone, which is fucking amazing, whether it be memberships, whether it be super chats, whether it be super stickers, whether it be gift. Look at Mark. See, this is what I'm talking about. Mark, this is what I'm talking about. And thank you, Becky, so much. I appreciate you. And don't think I'm just not a king. I very much appreciate it, but that's just a little much. Look at it. This is what I'm talking about. Mark is a mod. Mark is one of the most fantastic people that you could find in this whole internet community that we have going on here. Tell Elizabeth I said hi, as always, please. And then as a mod, to be gifting memberships to the channel, to not only be giving your time to look at the chat and really not have time to pay attention to the show, but also contribute, is just something that is fantastic to me. So thank you, Mark, for your contributions. Thank you for your hard work, and thank you for your services as a mod. in all the channels that you do it on. So thank you so much, dude. I appreciate it. All right. I'm over. I got a lot. We'll probably be on for a while tonight. So I'm going to go ahead and thank everybody. I'll get you guys out of here. You can still catch whatever games are going on. Let me get back to this one. Hi, guys. And I even think I have, let me see here. Mel worked hard on these. Let me see. Does that one work? Should I be on the side or should it be this? No, definitely not that one. Definitely not that one. Right there. All right, we'll do this one. All right. Hi, guys. How are you? I'm Boston Brian. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey. I think this is our, 30-something episode? So I do appreciate you joining me on this podcast. One, I'm trying to see if we can make it an actual podcast and get it out on your, wherever you view or listen to your podcast. I mean, we'll figure that out. But I appreciate you joining me here so much. Let me thank everybody that's contributed to the channel today. Just to give everybody a shout out and thanks. Patrick, thank you for the 10. Just Julie becoming a member for 2 months. Moms Russo, happy birthday, dear. I do appreciate you so much. Lovely speaking to you in our Zoom chats. It's very delightful. I hope you have a wonderful day. I really, really do. I appreciate you so much. Siha, thank you so much for the $10 super sticker. Let's see. Melissa Rattel, thank you. My mom is 83 today, and she already voted blue. God bless you, and God bless your mother. Let's go. Tell her the Bryantologist and everybody here at Blunt Politics really, really appreciates her contributions to democracy and women's rights and making sure that the LGBTQIA community is protected. The trans community is protected. So thank you so much, Melissa. Your contributions to this channel, being a member for 3 months is appreciated so much on my end as well. So contributions all around. Thank you. Luis, as always, come on, $20. Thank you so much, dude. Brian, please don't play anything from Joe Rogan BS interview. Oh, sorry. My bad. I didn't play much. I only played 1 minute and 42 seconds. So don't hate me. Don't hate me. I didn't see that one. I apologize. I didn't see that one. Independent became a member. Thank you, Independent. Christy Elf became a member. Thank you so much. Frank gifted a membership. Thank you. Big Dog with the $3 super sticker. Let's go, Big Dog. Let's go. Sorry, that I apologize for the hand motion. I put it up, didn't know what to do with it. My fault. I hate this. That's my fault. Hand up on that one. Right hand up. I'll take it. Sorry, Big Dog. Let's see here. Jenny Faye Muppet, thank you so much for becoming a member. Love you guys becoming members. That's just like literally heartwarming stuff to see people like, okay, this kid is where I want to, throw my contributions. I want to see this channel grow. And again, it's something that you don't really find on YouTube too much, right? Like a channel that's just starting out. It's either, these channels are huge. Midas Touch almost 4 million. Brian Tyler Cohen, I don't even know how many he's got. David Pacman, over 1 million. Let's say fucking what's his face? Mokler, he's almost got 1 million. Couple 100,000 for Tennessee Brando. Like I got 7,000. So you get to literally see your contributions make this channel grow. You'll see the equipment change. You'll see the setup change. You'll see the camera get better, and you'll see the way that the show functions get better. You'll see me do this more. Right. That's the point. That's the goal here, is to have enough support where I could do this and join the other creators that do this and make a difference, because this isn't going to end even when we win on November 5th. This is going to be a fight that is going to be long lasting and continued. And I hope to be here to help you guys and to fight alongside you guys. So thank you, Jenny Faye. I appreciate you. Finally got my membership. Yay. Also 2 hours in line in Indiana, worth every minute to vote for Kamala. 2 hours, huh? Oh, man. Well, I hope they were able to give you some food and water and nobody got arrested for doing so. But thank you so much for your vote. Thank you so much for your contributions. Thank you so much for your gifting. It's really, really appreciated. Carl, 8 months. Let's go, brother. Is that the longest? That might be the longest, right? I don't know if I've been on here longer than 8 months. Ballot mailed and accepted. Let's go, brother. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, Carl. Thank you so much. Patrick gifting 5 here. Thank you, Patrick. Appreciate. Oh, Hal. Let's go, brother. Damn straight. I'll see you later. All right, sweet. I'll send you a link. Maybe me and Hal we'll cover this Nazi fest. We'll cover this fascist rally at Madison Square Garden. That'll be great. That'll be fantastic. The sparklers can come on over, join us, and we could literally pick this apart and also view it as and take it, the serious situation that it is, right? It's because it's still, we're going to laugh at it. We're going to make fun of it. We're going to pick apart what they say, but it's also a very serious thing. just like 1939. No fucking different. So thank you, Hal. I appreciate you, brother. I'll see you later. I'll send you a link. Sheldon, I believe Trump is so demented that he does not care if people on the left were killed. As he becomes more demented, he will encourage killings. I mean, again, that's a tough one. I know he's losing it. I do know he's losing it. I don't know if he would care on the first part, right? I don't know if he would care, but I don't know on the second part if he's going to encourage. I don't know if I want to stay within reality. I don't know if I would go that far. If we see it, I'll call it out, absolutely. But I haven't seen anything yet where he's like calling for, I guess, I don't know. It's hard to say. January 6th, you know what I mean? So it's like, what do you say on that, Sheldon? I'm not going to say you're wrong. I'm not going to say you're wrong on that one. I do appreciate your contributions. Ricky gifted 5 memberships. Let's go, Ricky. Ricky. Oh, Pretty Ricky. Remember that song? Who fucking sings that? Oh my God. Why can't I? Pretty Ricky. Is that the name of the band or is that the name of the song? Fuck. I don't know. Anyway, thank you so much for your gifted memberships. Oh, and again, anybody that's gifted a membership, right? So if you find yourself still viewing the show, if you find yourself after that membership, is up and almost up, please think about renewing the membership so it doesn't all change at once. Because when people get gifted a lot of memberships, it tends to stop, and then if you don't re-up, the numbers change a lot. So it makes a big difference. It really does. So thank you, Bicycle Mike. I have an extra ticket to Sexy Liberal LA. I'm going to be late. I think that's early November, right? I think it's almost right after the election. That one. And I saw Phil the last time I was at Sexy Liberal LA. I finally got to meet Philip Bittner, if anybody doesn't know, on the Edge podcast. Check that out. Again, obviously met Hal Sparks. What's it at infotainmentwars.com. Hal Sparks Mega Worldwide on Saturdays. He has the radio show, and he's got 2 shows a day during the week. So check him out. I don't know why I'm thinking that. I'm telling people to check him out. I'm sure you guys already know about him, right? I don't know. It just seems backwards on that one. All right. Jerome, thank you. It's simple. Vote for the candidate that doesn't put us in camps. Absolutely. Project 2025. The roundup of the immigrants that he's talking about to put them in camps. Where have we seen that before? The internment camps, the Japanese internment camps, the German internment camps, the Italian internment camps during World War II. We don't want to see that. Thank you so much, Jerome. I appreciate you, brother. Hinda, failure is not an option. Treason must be punished. Absolutely. Amen. Honestly, if we take this one for granted, like we did in 2016, if the assholes on our side don't take it seriously and continue to try to make this a horse race and bash Kamala when we know the other guy's a psycho fucking path, then we're gonna pay for it. We're definitely gonna pay for it. Sorry I'm late. I just voted for. Let's go, brother. Thank you, Slacks. Thank you for being involved. Thank you for your vote. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your contributions. Love to you and Mel and all the Bryantologists got back from voting. Let's go, brother. Let's go. Hope you fucking rip that Holly there. Rip that Holly. I like when it's so loud that people are like, yeah, that's what I like. I like when setting off car alarm type shit. That's what I like. All right. Anyway, thank you, Slacks. Appreciate you, dude. Sally, vote like your democracy depends on it, because it does. Great point. I appreciate you. And look at this. Look at this. Kristen with $50. Come on. Jesus Christ. That's so generous. I don't know. Just it's crazy that you guys are so nice and so generous and appreciate, what I do here. It really is. It's moving in a way it's hard to describe. So thank you, Kristen. Thank you, your voice at my Voices Midas Touch Network, Hal, Sexy Liberal, Jojo, Protect Democracy. We're standing on the wall, protecting democracy. Vote those. What's that? A clown or something? I can't see. It's tough. It's real small. Into oblivion. But Kristen, anyways, thank you. Honestly, from the bottom of my heart, really, really appreciative. Really, really just. I don't know. I wish I had the words for it, but I don't. But thank you so much. Susan, thank you. So sick and tired of GOP gaslighting. That makes 2 of us. Yvonne, come on. Gift and 10 memberships. Thank you so much. Gift and 10 memberships. And that's not cheap. Let me just say to you people, I don't know if anybody knows how to gift, but you can gift memberships as well as sign up for a membership yourself. But thank you, Yvonne, so much. Just a huge contribution, and it's so helpful to the channel. Really, I hope you understand how helpful that is. So thank you so much. Tomas, almost as childish as hell, learning fast. Possibly. I'm sorry. What was that? I think it was this one. Sorry. Anyway, my bad. Stacy, thank you so much. Jake Tapper called her out. You got to see it. Thank you so much for reminding me. I do appreciate you on that one. I really do. Rescue Greyhounds, great name. Me do think they protect. Yes. They project too much. Absolutely, Rescues. Great name, too. Great name. I bet you're a fantastic person just from that name. Robert Brunswick, thank you, Slacks, again. I just want to hear Brian say Slacks. Let's go. Wes, let's do it, brother. I didn't see you in there today. Appreciate you. I must have missed you. Here's to Bobby Slacks and his endless love. Let's go. Appreciate you, dude. I really do appreciate you, Wes. Yvonne's back at it. This is funny as hell. Better late than never, Tapper. Yeah, right? Right? Better late than never. Absolutely. But thank you so much for the 10. Jim, let's go. What is this? They're kicking me off Instagram. Not kicking me off, but the hour, every hour they're okay. Remove. All right, back at it. All right, thank you, Jim. Actually, shortly after this clip, Kamala did call Trump a fascist. Right, we saw it. They played it on there. They made sure to play it. But again, listen to the rhetoric of Donald Trump, what he's been saying for fucking this entire campaign, literally since he started running. If you are even trying to, in any way, shape, or form, compare what Kamala Harris has been saying, which are facts, which are literal fucking facts that we can see with our own eyes, to what Donald Trump has been saying with his bullshit, then I don't know. I don't know if I can save you. Thank you, JD. Appreciate you, dude. Colleen had a big day. Oh, Colleen had a big day. Palate cleanser, animal lover. Check Philip in his episode 8 to help animals of the Ukraine war. Fantastic. Goes along with the greyhounds, saving greyhounds. We love animals here. Blunt Politics. I'm an animal guy. Always have been. Fascinated by them. Love hanging with them. Need a dog. If anybody has a puppy, and if anybody has, like, does anybody sell puppies? Because I need one. I really do. If anybody knows anybody that sells puppies or breeds puppies in any way or dogs, just shout me out. Give me an email, bostonbrianmtn@gmail.com. I would really, really appreciate it because I'm in the market. I need a puppy. I need a puppy. I really do. But thank you, Colleen. And Peter's back. Let's go, Peter. Let's fucking go. One of the biggest contributors to this channel by far. Missed you for a couple weeks. I don't know if I'm just missing you in the chat or what, but it's great to see you. Appreciate you being back here, and even greater to see you contribute to the channel. Thank you so much again. One of the biggest contributors, one of the main reasons that this channel continues to grow. Thank you so much, Peter. Let's see, what's that say? Kit08. Thank you so much for the $9, $10 super sticker. I don't want to show it you. Thank you, Brian. Get yourself a Gatorade. Only guy from Boston who doesn't like Dunkin' Donuts. Oh my God, that's hilarious. I hate Dunkin' Donuts. Hate it with a passion. With a fucking passion. Hold on, let me go to the chat and see what he has to say. I hate it. It's disgusting. All Brian, yeah. Which one? You or me? It's disgusting. It really is. Well, I don't drink coffee, right? So that's one reason for me not to go there. I've been a huge coffee guy. I drink it every now. Like if I'm on vacation, sometimes I'll just randomly say, like, I'll make a cup. I think I like making the coffee more than I like drinking it because I'll take 2 sips and I'll just leave it. But I've never been a coffee guy. It's never reacted well with me, if you know what I mean. But Dunkin' Donuts sells rubber food. It's fucking rubber. It's fucking rubber. It's disgusting. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I just never been in there. Maybe like the muffins and shit, but no, not worth my time to go in there just for that thing, waiting in line in the morning and shit. Fucking the line, Dunkin', don't get the fuck out of here. Are you crazy? You fucking crazy. All right. Thank you so much. Where was I at? Patrick? I think I was at Patrick. All right, Arizona Sunflowers, thank you for the 10. Thanks for your show, Brian. I always look forward to Sundays because of your show. I know you tell us the truth, but even if it's bad, you'll keep us all laughing throughout. Happy Halloween. Happy Halloween right back at you. And yes, again, I'm not here to blow smoke up your ass, right? I'm not here to just, somehow put a shining light or shine light on the good parts of everything going on in the government or the Democratic Party. I'm here to give you the truth. That's why it's called Blunt Politics. That's the name of the show. I'm here to be blunt, right? I'm here to give you my opinions on both sides. Again, I feel, just to prove that, I feel like Joe Biden and Kamala Harris have absolutely dropped the ball on the Israel-Gaza, Palestine conflict of what's been going on. I think Benjamin Netanyahu has played Biden like a fucking fiddle. He's undermined everything that Joe Biden has ever come out and said. He's meeting with Donald Trump out in the open, but not with Joe Biden and stuff. It's just the whole fucking 9 yards. I think they've totally botched that situation. Should not be happening. It's a fucking disgrace that it is happening, right? But we need to win this election, and then we can get through to the leaders. That's the whole point of this, right? We need to win the election first, and then we can get through to the leaders. Like I said, Kamala Harris is going to be far more receptive to changing her views to what we, the people, want than Donald Trump, right? Simple as that. Simple as that. Get her in office, tell her what we want, have her react to what the country wants. And I know the country wants that shit to stop. Anyway, Karen, thank you so much for being a member for 3 months. Wow, long list today. Appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Again, Mark with the 5 gifted. Tracy, Benny Loco. Let's fucking go, Loco. Let's fucking go, Lobsters. Happy Saturday, y'all. I'm shaking off the morning dust. Let's fucking go, Benny. She puts videos up there. She's just driving, jamming out to some fucking classics. She's just shooting the shit. I love it. I don't know how she doesn't get taken down for copyright, though. I really don't. She just plays music. JD, thank you so much. Frank became a member for 7 months. Thank you. Let's fucking go, Frank. Hey, thank you, Frankie. Appreciate you, dude. Lakeisha, member for 4 months. Hey, Brian, thank you for this space. No, thank you, Lakeisha, for being here. We couldn't appreciate you more. I really do. Really do appreciate it. 4 months as a member is just fantastic. And like I said, it's a huge reason why this channel is still on, why I can still do this, why the lights are on. So thank you, Lakeisha. You're very appreciated in this community. Dawn, same thing. Thank you so much. Leah, member for 5 months. Thanks for brightening our week every Sunday. That is, honestly, you guys are going to make me cry. You really are. And I'm a crier. I cry at everything just to get that out in the open. I will kick your ass, but I will also cry at a commercial. So it's kind of I'm a random mix of things. Don't say the wrong thing at a bar, but also I'm crying at Titanic. You know what I mean? So Tracy, thank you. I never miss a Sunday. Let's go from New England. Thank you, Tracy. OG, appreciate you so much. I really do. Look at the list here. You guys are fucking fantastic. Thank you so much. This is crazy. Sally, $10. Groovy mods and emojis. Let's fucking go. Jim the Geek. I arranged my work week to have Sundays off just for you, Brian. That's unbelievable. That is unbelievable. Thank you, Jim. How fucking fantastic is that? That means I'm getting through. I think that means I'm getting through. So that's very nice to hear. Thank you, Jim. Thank you for being at the Zooms. Thank you for chatting with me. Thank you for being here from the beginning. I really do appreciate you. Denise, oh my, thank you. Thank you, Brian. Best peeps. I really do love our community too. I know it's a mix of all different communities, but when you get here, you guys are Briantologists. You guys are part of my family when you're here. So I do appreciate it. Thank you so much. RC from the NYC. What's up, Brian? What's up, fellow patriots? New York is a buzz with Donald being in town. The cultium is deep. The pro-Kamala crowd is present and strong outside of Madison Square Garden is being heard. Let's go, RC. Appreciate you, dude. Appreciate your contribution. Appreciate you in the information. Yeah, I was looking at an article that was saying like what roads were closed. Fuck, I'm way over. I'm sorry. How much of the city was shut down due to him? Benny Logo again. Thank you. 205 non-voters registered since March. Can't stop, won't stop. Fucking fantastic. 205. That's amazing. That's fucking crazy. Jenny Faye, thank you so much. Patrick, thank you so much. Colleen, thank you so much. And BS Abba. BS Abba became a member. Thank you so much, guys. Appreciate you. I love you. You guys are absolutely fantastic. The way you stay involved, the way you are educated on the topics and the policies that are going to be put in place by either candidate. That way you can make an educated choice. That's up to you. That's all on you and how much research you do, how much you watch. And don't just watch people that you agree with, please. That's a big thing. That's a big thing for me. I don't want this. I don't want because we fall into the trap that the MAGA fucks fall into, right? Thank you so much, Tiff RN76. Say it's fucking rubber again. Get a French bulldog. French bulldog. Let me see. French bulldog. So I will honestly, I'll take anything really. I would never say no to a puppy. I don't give what the fuck it is, honest to God. But I'm more of, I used to have a poodle, a King Charles Cavalier, and a mini poodle mix. I don't know if it was a mini, but small. It wasn't the bigger poodle, it was smaller. He's about 16 pounds, right? Best thing, best dog, best fucking friend you could possibly ever imagine. Didn't bark all the time, fucking just wanted to cuddle and snuggle, would get under the sheets every night and snuggle with you. It was fucking fantastic. So I wouldn't mind like a what do they call them? A golden doodle or something like that. That would be up my alley. That would be right up my alley. But French bulldog, I'll take. Don't they snorting? I know pugs do that, but don't Frenchies have the snort too sometimes? Yeah. Oh, I forgot to say, it's fucking rubber. It really is. You go to Dunkin' Donuts and you're eating a fucking bagel, or you're eating a fucking whatever sandwich you got from there. It's rubber. Open it up, rubber. You melt it down, put it in a fucking circle formation, and you could have a spare tire for your car, right? Throw it in the trunk. You got a spare tire because it's fucking just rubber. It's disgusting. And sorry, Dunkin' Donuts, if anybody's fucking watching, but your shit is fucking horrendous. Get with it, dude. Get with it. And somehow, and I don't know, you must put crack in the coffee, right? I don't know. People are fucking addicted to that, like it's heroin. So how you do that, I don't know. But anyways, I'm way over. I do apologize. I was supposed to keep this to 2 hours, and thanking people went over it. So that's my fault. Right hand up. That's my left hand, but to you, it's my right hand. All right. I love you guys. I'll see you guys. Make sure you're hitting the alert bell, so you know when I go live later today to cover the Nazi rally, fascist rally at Madison Square Garden. Make sure you subscribe and share and liking. I appreciate it. Patreon.com/BostonBrian. Get them shirts /myshopify.com. Think that's it. Oh, hit the Discord link in the chat. The mods will be dropping the Discord link so the party don't stop when I stop. So all right, I'll see you guys later in a little bit, probably like I said, 7:30 or somewhere around there. All right, love you guys. I'll see you guys later. I'm Boston Brian. Thank you for watching Blunt Politics. I will see you later on today.
Eating the dogs, the people that came in, they're eating the cats, they're eating the pets of the people that live there. You're a nation that just recently heard that Saudi Arabia and Russia will repeat. Gettysburg, what an unbelievable battle that was. The Battle of Gettysburg, what an unbelievable, I mean, it was so much and so interesting and so vicious and horrible and so beautiful in so many different ways. It represented such a big portion of the success of this country. Gettysburg, wow. I go to Gettysburg, Pennsylvania to look and to watch. Welcome to our country from the Congo. Where do you live in the Congo? We live in prison. Oh. No, get those lights off! Off! Turn them off. They're too bright. Turn them off.
I'm just an average guy who read public documents where the elite said they were going to enslave us and destroy America. And I'm not going to be like yuppie scum and deny the threat to my country. I'm going to fight back.
Sit down when you pee like a good little girl. White people are a mortal danger to you and your loved ones. Is there anything worse than white people?
I ain't falling for no banana in my tailpipe.
I'm standing up here bashing the living shit out of Nazis. I'm standing up here bashing the living shit out of Nazis. I'm standing up here bashing the living shit out of Nazis.
My superpower is being honest. I will eat my neighbors. I'm here to date your 6-year-old. Dumb fucks. They're the dumbest fucking people on earth. Cacophony. A crescendo. A finale.
How do you lie to the FBI and now you're running for president? Seriously, how do you lie to the FBI?
getting acclimated. You know what that means, acclimated? China has total respect for Donald Trump and for Donald Trump's very, very large brain. All I know about magnets is this. Give me a glass of water. Let me drop it on the magnets. That's the end of the magnets. What uranium is, right? This thing called nuclear weapons and other things. Like lots of things are done with uranium, including some bad things. Never fight uphill, me boys. Never fight uphill. They were fighting uphill. He said, wow, that was a big mistake. He lost his great general. And they were fighting. Never fight uphill, me boys. But it was too late. Gifting production to Thailand and to Vietnam. It is a profound honor to be the beautiful new stadium, to be here with you. No words. I have the best words. But there's no better word than stupid. Venezuela. Did you just see Maduro? Venezuela. Our army manned the air. It ran the ramparts. It took over the airports. It did everything it had to do.
The population in Thailand is 63 million people. It is twice the size of Wyoming. Its chief exports are textiles, footwear, and rice. Each year, approximately 13,000 people are killed in car accidents in Thailand.
Vagina. Vagina. Yesterday's a hard word for me.
All I smell is your bullshit.
Obama. I just sold an apartment for $15 million to somebody from China. I am the chosen one. I am the chosen one. Wrong. Wrong.
I'm standing up here bashing the living shit out of Nazis.
It feels so lovely to be here tonight. What a beautiful life. Give yourself a round of applause. You're so lovely. Everyone's so lovely.
You'll have a group of Venezuelan killers, street gangs, occupying the town with MK-47s. I know that gun very well. I got to know it very well. I've become an expert on guns. The big, fat, sloppy United States.